Where you want make out of this country in honor. We were born up and body it 10 times harder. In the negativity catch na little corner. Dreams and aspirations then ready for kill and bust alone. Original identity. You ain't not know me. You better know me, yeah. Back up, so me mama call me. You ain't not know me. You better know me, yeah. Will my first cover. One man military, me legendary. Me no plan bad for nobody, yeah. Me back cover school by the cemetery. Mentally, Shala University. Call me, I'm a say. I'm the best man started. Call me, I'm a say. They can never bring me down. They can never shut me out. Cause I'm a survivor.
1xBet. Your game has no limits. In 1x Game section, you'll find hits,
Epic
Crash,
Radio,
Burning Heart, Crystal, Western Slot. Each game is a separate world with real winnings. Play on website or in the app. Visit the 1xbet.sl and use a SL126 promo code to get a 200% bonus up to 2,800 Sierra Leonean Leones. 1x Games, a world
Epic
of games,
Radio,
wherever you are.
Welcome back to the Epic Morning Show on Epic Radio 99.3 FM. I mean, we can discuss on something very much important. I mean, when I saw the topic, I think about this is Sierra Leone. We get to talk about things where they happen in the country. I mean, and why we are asking a question: are Sierra Leone performing economic miracle? That's the beauty part of it. If an economic miracle they perform, and of course, how do ordinary citizens make ends meet into this economy? That's tough questions that we're asking, and we get a lot of things to look into that topic there. So you can just get close to your radio or whatever way you look with this morning, and make sure say when you send your comment on our Facebook live page, let us know. I mean, how you manage for cope? What are you doing? Waiting at the secret. I mean, for make you survive in this present day economy. Introducing Reginald Brian Ojukutusoya for our breaking news highlights. Reginald, good morning, and I know you're happy yesterday.
Yeah, of course. The Three Lions yesterday, we get a resounding win against Croatia inside the FIFA World Cup, and also I'm extremely happy and delighted that we were able to get the win yesterday. But let's go quickly to we breaking news highlights this morning. Now, so it has been confirmed that Equatorial Guinea government will resign after they achieve less than 10% of the stated objective, according to the Vice President when Teodoro Nguma Obamyang Mangwe. Now he said this move will follow concern over corruption, misuse of state resources, stalled development projects, and the government in failure for diversify the economy. So President Teodoro Obamyang, when an African longest serving leader, expected for appoint a new government soon. So this is quite unprecedented for make you see a government say, I mean, we fail for declare or we mandate, so we are going to step down, we are going to resign. I think it's the very first time I'm seeing that happening. It's very, very unprecedented.
Especially when it comes to Africa. I mean, we know this is such a happen in Africa. I think the other will get such conversation. What you will see Europe, America, or Asia. If I mean people
and
not feel
Africa,
like,
by the way,
yes, that's what I'm saying. So if people not feel like they are not doing what they're supposed to do, the promise we then give to people, if they are not they meet up to them promise, then they step down and give another person chance. Nobody thirsts for power. It's a huge concern.
Exactly. So the governor of the Bank of Salone, Ibrahim Stevens, who announced the permanent closure of Union Trust Bank, with this make a major development in the Sierra Leone banking sector. According to the governor of the Bank of Salone, he confirms the transfer control of UTB to Rokel Commercial Bank don't be officially completed And he also states that he said the majority state-owned, they follow a series of regulatory intervention we aim for safeguard the depositor and also for maintain financial stability. So Governor Stephen assured the customer them that the deposit they go remain safe and accessible, and we also stress that the banking services will continue for uninterrupted service during transition, as we also state that the job of the UTV staff them will be protected. Well, this is the caveat now. This is what the bank governor is saying. But I'll tell you, a few days back I was at the bank of the Union Trust Bank. I tell you, most of the staff say they don't get an internal memo that they won't be the one for giving the all the benefits. So, and that's the fear now they have. If you want for giving me full benefits now, then you assure me say me job safe, then it's I don't know if you understand the point where they come up from. So they are saying that we not resign yet, we not left the work yet. Why do you want to give us our benefits? So there is a catch there, Ivan.
Probably you want to look at say the days or the era of UTB don't close, and so that contract.
No, it's a continuation. Like
I know you have a transition to UTB to commercial bank.
Yeah.
I mean, but you want to say the UTB era, I mean, officially closed. Are they trying to think about?
And then some of them they say again that they tell them for go on probation, 60 days probation and all. And some of those staff have been there for years. Some man don't spend 20 years. Some man don't spend 25 years. And telling that individual to go for probation again seems like the person is applying for the job again afresh. So that is what they've said to us. But it's a long-standing matter. In fact, they had a meeting with the Minister of Labour Labour and something development or so, Mohamed Rahman Sware. I'll tell you, it was a long stall meeting. In fact, the meeting did not end as planned. So we are waiting to see, because if they are to lay off those staff, Ivan, we have about 28 UTB branches across the country. So many of them will be out of job.
Well, let's wait and see. I mean, waiting to happen the transition there for funny. I mean, I don't go through one from Bloombank to that of from Keystone to Bloombank. I mean, you see that you therefore do ID card,
Standard Chartered to Access Bank.
So
as well,
it's a lot of struggle with them for it. I mean, especially people there with the bank, that particular bank.
All right. Well, all the 39 people with them be arrested few days back have been released by the Sierra Leone police. Well, let me all them picking them. They according to the police and say for riotous conduct. Different schools them include, but the 39 of them picking and they don't be released from the lodge now. So we plenty people in call as the OSD headquarters. Those kids have been released and they've been sent back to the schools for further disciplinary action. That's all in the breaking news highlight. Thank you so much, Evangelos Lee.
Thank you so very much, Reginald Brian Ojukutusaya, for the breaking news. I mean, keep listening to the Epic Morning Show on Epic Radio 99.3 FM. You can also watch live on our Facebook page at Epic Radio 99.3, YouTube, and listen to it through Choice FM, that listening part of Free Song, and also Zimi Radio. That's, of course, the one who live at the provincial part of the country. Stay tuned.
All the people them, I they inspire them. The haters them, and me party them. The mama them, the papa them. Now the music and the dance, now them color them. Around the world, the sexy girl them, me I love them. Me sabi hold them, and me not dull them. We jump for them, we tire them. Then when we say we no go fruit, under fire them. For whatever, backward never. Me no retreat, me no surrender.
I mean, I deliberately gave us a thanks to DJ Wonder for this song, Survivor, Emerson. I mean, it's actually in a song we, well, a lot of things, so do it which we can discuss on. And we ask if Sierra Leonean performing economic miracle, I mean, how do ordinary citizens make ends meet in this today's economy? I mean, how citizens manage for pull through with waiting to happen in the country in terms of, I mean, money, business, economy, and in as much as some people don't go on for agree, like you wake up in the morning, I mean, things go up. How do they pull through? So from 2000, sorry, to over 2026, I mean, with minimum wage, I mean, it only go up. Well, it's not the situation where you feel like it all reduce, and the new government or this government recently take them at 500 Leones, I mean, go 600, 800, now supposedly it's supposed to be 1,200. I mean, that's new loans, because at 2022 we get a denomination where we change from 1,200,000 to that of 1,200. So it's supposed to be effective this April, but it's something where, well, which will get whether the president or minister say this, whether people forget a new salary at the end of the month, but whether that don't take effect, well, it's something we need to find out about. So let's say you get 800 loans, per month, and you get some basic things that we get for you for buy a rice and a bag of rice, and now it's about 640 to that of between 640 to 749, and you get for buy oil, you get for buy pepper. You therefore give you picking them lunch for go school, that if you get picking, that's been a family person, you therefore pay us rent. I'll tell you, a room and a parlor now in this country, it's about, if you not get 15 million, 10 million, it's challenging. Some can even reach up to 20 million. So you therefore pay that on a yearly basis. School fees then day, in as much as there is free quality education. We get Bami the other day, and it tell you say government, the workforce, workspace now is about 87,000, and in that 87,000, they 37 of that 87,000 they are teachers. So we are about 7 to 8 million people in this country. Yeah. So holistically, I was looking at the World Bank report 2024, and it said that almost 2.1 million people work both private and the public sector. Government and private. It's almost 2.1 million. It might be say that don't go or that don't reduce, but even half of the population will get in this country. Even reach, what should I say, 50% of the population will get to the country. So how people they survive with, transportation, price don't go up, fuel they go up on a daily basis. What is the magic? Is it economic miracle? How are we performing that miracle? So drop your comment on our Facebook live page at Epic Radio 99.3. You want to know how is not the magic behind us surviving in this country? If you get a job, you need to get a second job, or what are you doing for make ends meet? So now that's what we can discuss in the program this morning. So stay tuned. No go no side. You can invite a friend for make we get this conversation going. Let us know. How we survive this country. So we expect to get 3 panelists them for make then can discuss on this topic, and we expect to get Oswald Hansels, and the founder of Slave Ship and Freedom Ship, and also we get Prince Jacob Macaulay, when a private economist consultant, and also we expect to get Abraham Nicholas Kamara, we are a mentor and a coach on digital entrepreneurship and e-commerce, sorry for the one day. So now then 3 people in the with the Get Now studio this morning. So stay tuned. Keep dropping your comments on our Facebook live page and also our YouTube as well at Epic Radio 99.3 FM. And of course, let's keep going. Stay tuned.
Them say man no die, man no rot. Me no kill for sin, so me no afraid nothing. I don't come off I start from nothing. Now me na general with a 5-star button. Where you want make another this country in honor. We were born up and body 10 times harder. With the negativity catch na little corner. Dreams and aspirations, then ready for kill and bust alone. Original identity. You ain't no know me, you better know me, yeah. Back up home, so me mama call me. You ain't no know me, you better know me, yeah. Will my first cover, 1 man military, me legendary. Me no plan bad for nobody, yeah. Me back cover school by the cemetery. Mentally, Jala University. Call me and I say, I'm the last man standing. Call me and I say, you can never bring me down, you can never shut me out, 'cause I'm a survivor. I'm a survivor. I'm a survivor. You can never bring me down, you can never shut me out, 'cause I'm a survivor. All me people them, I dey inspire them. The haters them, everybody them. The mama them, the papa them. Now the music them, they dance now them, color them. Around the world, the sexy girl them, me I love them. Me sabi hold them, and me not dull them. We jump for them, retire them. Then when we say we no go growth under fire them. Forever, backward never. Me no retreat, me no surrender. Sugar medicine 1 times 10. Me a heavenly militant. Call me MSA. I'm the last man standing. Call me MSA. You can never bring me down. You can never shut me out. 'Cause I'm a survivor. I'm a survivor. I'm a survivor. You can never bring me down. You can never shut me out. 'Cause I'm a survivor. I have stood the test of time. I've gone this far. I'm a Sierra Leonean, Super Sierra Leonean. So many times they tried to pull me down, but I survived. Call me MSA. I'm the last man standing. Call me MSA. You can never bring me down. You can never.
Okay, so welcome back to the Epic Morning Show on Epic Radio 99.3 FM, and you can also watch on our Facebook Live page at Epic Radio 99.3 FM. Introducing Oswald Hansels, founder of Slave Ship Freedom Ship. Oswald, good morning, and welcome to the Epic Morning Show.
Good morning, Mr. Lee. How are you?
And I think, well, I'm not good as you do this morning.
I'm 71. I'm very good.
Okay, so we can talk about this is important topic. We get to do it. I mean, if how as Sierra Leonean, I mean, how will they manage your economy? Is it how we performing economic miracle? I mean, how the ordinary people they make ends meet, and how the ordinary people is survive in this country. I mean, present the economy. It's no secret that they grumble all about the country. Things are hard, but there is this magic which alone people and believe that we are performing magic. You believe in magic?
It is not magic. It is capitulation to suicide.
Okay.
When we say follow and grab, then the politicians and therefore say our people are resilient. What in reality talk say? We will not provide leadership so that you can live well. You will continue to eat inadequate food, food when not nutritious. With a small sick way come, you picking go die, you granny go die. And that leadership though they provide for them. And then when I go die before that time. So they call them resilience. And we people then adjust to that. When I was in full-time environment and development in Liberia and Nigeria, there was one thing, one imagery which was used. Then say the frog, some school picking them, then they play with frog. So then put the frog, make a pan of water like them frying pan, and put the frog there. The thing hot. Frog they all jump come out. And say, what to say for them? And if I put made the water they warm small. So the frog then they inside the water, it warm small, then the body they get used to the heat. So finally now when the heat come, we go kill them and kill them.
From what you're saying, people go on for believe that it's one major fault of government, that government actually don't feel for the waiting and supposed for the one. Another school of thought could say, Salon people, they cut them quote according to their size. You agree with that?
Not a failure of government, a failure of governments from 1964. Successive government failed to provide leadership for making we get the resources. You know, when you talk about the wealth of a country in proportionate terms, that means the population will get the gold, the diamond, the iron ore. We are one of the wealthiest countries in the world. From before independence, after independence, but yet the paradox is that our people have been one of the poorest in the world. This paradox now because of the failure of leadership. Now you put we and Singapore together, then we get them proper independence about the same time like we from the same Britain, 1962, 1965 complete independence from Malawi. Then again nothing. At that time, nothing. No gold, no diamond, no petroleum, no nothing that I get. Then GDP per capita now be about $500. We own now about $270 about the same time we will get independence. Today, Singapore, then GDP per capita now $80,000. We own about $800 or so. Now, what did they do? They make sure, say, the leadership, the first prime minister, we've been there for 31 years, free and fair election, it wins successive election. They make sure, say, meritocracy. Before you come get job in a civil service, you must be the best. They make sure, say, the education, they not joke with them. English was the standard language, all man for pass. They make sure, say, they're not auto like we with a joke with corruption. Zero tolerance for corruption. So because of that, people started working harder and harder, certain that when you work, you get paid. And that goes for even the prime minister then. At then time and then 1962, they begin for pay like then $500 or so per month. Today, now about $4 million per month.
On that note, minimum wage now in this country, it's supposed to be 1,200. Why I say supposed? Because we not see who say it well. It was just a proposal that government, minimum wage for take effect on in April. But we side where they go, people and still and they pay and staff them 800 leons. Let's say 800 leons in this country. How you go able to manage for survive with 800 leons when you get a bag of rice for buy? You get school fee for pay, you get house rent for pay. How do you survive?
Poor leadership. We now come to the minimum wage, government workers.
The reason why I ask, because you talk about when you work, then for pay. And people are working, and the minimum wage is about 800 leons.
Yeah, but there is something disguised there.
Okay.
We, formal sector, not just about 250,000 people. We informal sector, You're talking about almost 3.5 million people. The informal sector, the keke rider, the Okada rider, the petty traders, the farmers, they're not the informal sector. Right? Then they pay themselves. What is lacking is that the formal sector, not the government area, they're not able to manage the informal sector. So once there is justice, that means no take them people that would work very hard. The one that would sell them granite cake, Benny cake. What in the government supposed to do now for give tax incentives to them one day, so they go produce and create a way so they go export them thing then they, so we go get money. But the government doesn't do that because, and we'll come to the main point, the people themselves are suicidal. The people themselves, they support a political system where they make them the poor. To me, I don't write about this, I don't talk about on this radio and other radio and television station then. Now, Chris, we all Chris, at least the majority of we. How come you na keke rider, you na Okada rider, 4 o'clock you don't grab no money, they go up and down, they risk your life. You na kukri seller, 3 o'clock na money you don't grab, they make you kukri, they make you binchakara. You did it the whole day till evening time. You don't work very hard. Don't forget to, I say about almost 3.5 million, the informal sector. Then you see about 250 people, 1,000 people then, within the formal sector. Then you reduce not 250,000 people there, maybe to about 2,000 people there. Then they chop me money. Then they provide you conditions for making you get good school, good medical service, and you still support such a political system.
I'll go hold you on that part because it's important. What should be done? That could be the next question. But like introduce Nicholas into the program. Nicholas, good morning and welcome to the Epic Morning Show.
A very great morning.
And I've been talking to a few friends yesterday when this topic came out, and one important thing where some people say is like, well, system bad. I mean, things are bad, but he blamed the youthful population, and I mean, few people say this. I mean, that youthful population are quite wasteful. You subscribe to that?
No. You know, may I just give you a quotation by the W.B. Wales, and in one of his speeches during the 1950s in America, where he said, poverty, is a true measure of every nation's wealth, and poverty can be measured by not the millionaires you produce, but how many people where they eat into the national cake and get small pinch from the natural resources. From where me elder brother be talk and they laugh. The young age or the youthful age not to disturb the imagination. First of all define what is poverty. And we look at the inequalities. This is about pure microeconomics. So poverty is now like a disease. The inability of a person within a society not to meet certain criteria. So poverty not only means we don't get money, we don't get wealth too. But when you don't meet certain criteria within a community or a society, you are poor. There comes in Sierra Leoneans where they live in the magic. Because according to the standard, the orthodox theory where they put reaper, they live in 3 meals. That is the orthodox formula. That every living, normally human being, forget the 3 meals. But has been in the papers, as well teach me from primary school to go take today.
Yeah.
But the question is, when me you ever realize forget that 3 square meal, even though you are above poverty. So the myth, the social boundary that the traditional form of education and the neo-colonialism concepts don't dress the minds of Africans. That whenever they don't use for measure we need to come out from that circle. When we come out from that circle, they say we are poor. So the inequality now is how many Sierra Leoneans will able to go to bed for eat 3 meals per day and where they even achieving the UNDP basic rate per capita income. The purchasing power, the PPP. How many Sierra Leoneans even consciously living?
From what I learned, we didn't even eat up to $5. I mean, less than $5 because before now in 2021 we would eat up to $1, and
Yes.
that was the exchange rate we did on. Now $1 is about 20 something.
24,000. Not for 24,000.
24
Now they don't-
leones.
Yeah, 24 leones.
Yes.
Now they don't stay for the past 6 months.
Yeah.
How many young people now where they don't go far like the provinces, even within this peninsula, even this Sunawood, how many Sierra Leoneans where they sleep and wake in the morning, we get 25 leones in pocket. When they do work, when a youthful age. So that's why I so like the definition of W.E.B. Wells in his piece, say poverty is about mindset. Poverty is about imagination. And poverty is about acceptance of a situation where they wreck Africans. A lot of young people, because of what they are born poor, they need to look at shift mindset for look at what, how will I erode myself or I move away from this poverty trap. Because all of them orthodox are in a poverty trap. Then born inside poor, you need get anywhere, you need go learn skills, you need sacrifice youthful age. We Bishop Ayelopo winners. He say poverty is what is a set of mentality which somebody don't accept for a prevalent time. Because if you born inside poor, you know say for eat 3 meals per day, you know meet mama and papa they eat out, you go for run away from that place because it happens to Moses, it happens to all the prophets. So moving forward now, the imagination comes in now. Because I'm born inside poverty, nobody will pull me there. So we all just stream and swim within the same environment, same community, without striving to move away for go fight this poverty. That's why when at the lecture, I tell me students, poverty is a disease and poverty is a disgrace. How do we move away from this imagination? And how do we live as a magicians?
I will tell you, even people really up there, they will tell you that, I mean, somebody, actually easy, the way people say things are harder, even within the high standard people, we then get money.
Now got standard of living. When the economy is stagnated, like what is the older experience? I don't know it's happened with we, but the last 5 years of all of the governances from Pakaba in time to Anes onto what we are experiencing now, there is a fluctuation of standard of living. The economic indicators they should say there is hardship. Something researchers they really need to see. Why the first time it's going to be flowing, it's going to be booming. I remember the first time of His Excellency President Bio was you see some attractions, you see so many cash flow. But now you see there is a stagnation of cash flow. Just when I see the closure of Union Trust Bank, I write on the page of AYV, debt is the enemy for visionary. Won't you see, we don't get Sierra Leoneans ready for go bail out that bank? A bank will don't get a good of over 25 good years. But because of the poverty mindset that it was a soap, or let's say even if it's a company, it was a one-man property. So nobody went there to bail it out. Now you know how many Sierra Leoneans go for lost job? So the shift in what's living in magic is about the mindset. I'm saying this. Until young people who do so now who don't go through this frustration, depression, and mismatch of the 1961 agenda. Until we have a government that is coming that I'm not in green, I'm not in red. Let's break and make Sierra Leone. We'll still continue to discuss this one, imagination and magic. How do the magic comes? Then they pay man 1,200,000 as the government minimum wage.
We're not even sure if that don't take effect as per now. When
a state has pronounced, we go to go public policy. And when we talk to the public bank, we go for endorse and say now the minimum wage rate is 1,000. It's a public policy. It has become a public law. So me they talk to them and say it's 1,200. That's then they pay most of the securities, and these are the hardcore laborers. Have bag rest, how much? It's about 350 to 400.
350.
Then the transportation. I have things that we call the killers of salaries. We're doing research and not even doing the research. These are realities on hands-on observation. Then somebody they Kalbaton as a security. You know, say the cheapest transport we take from Kalbaton for Camp is 10 loans. Even with them talking. But the bus is 10 loans. Then 2 on 4 is that. Let's say they work for 24 days. Because we not get Sunday. Yeah? So the person is using 40 loans. Just for camp.
Then you one bag rest now 350.
Yeah, one bag rest is 350. That the was not sweet. They pay 240 leons from Calabar to for Cam. 2 and 4 is what is 400 what 80 leons plus 350. How much Zongo?
That's close to 800 leons.
Fine, out of 1,200,000. And that person is your father. You get people to go school. Now because you go school, you check of access a card peppermint. How this like they have like June 16. People have to be coerced. Say we get.
And let's make it normal. You never get a lunch every day.
Yes, let's say lunch is 10 leons. That you not get. That picky for go pass, you go buy konobala or buy some gari day. Make sure we set away can get medicine. So 10 leons for the picking. That's go again what 40 leons. We're gonna say okay, let's say 240. Because that one is 24 days. Yeah, 6 days breakout, Monday to Fridays. So you don't get much. From 900 now.
Let's say so you don't go almost 1 million.
1 million.
4 million.
The person is working for what 1,200,000. That's the restriction. That's when I come.
We're not talking about what's rented.
Well,
that's why you don't talk about chop money itself. You do on a daily basis.
This is the magic. It's not like just we talk now because we didn't have television or radio.
Yeah.
This when you call me, I can always do a physical verification of people because I'm a grassroots person.
Yeah.
So I get about 6-7 people I interview in this class. They celebrate. Maybe go say government don't pull up because they are like security. They are paying them 900. So now when government say they pay them 1,200, they don't be receiver. But when I be asking now, the one guy I say, hey, but they say don't come up me you. He said so. Let me come to say me if they thief me this. And I say, hey, but if they spend, what can I spend here now? How much go left in my pocket? 300. How could it survive? So this is a magician.
Let me bring in Oswald to this. Jokingly somebody said to me, because myself, when I can get such kind of national issues, especially for do with livelihood of citizens, I can talk to people. And it was a categorically said that to me, say, Ivan, if one for live below average, that was his exact statement, not to average life. He said the minimum wage should be 5 million.
But government will provide them.
You have to understand basic things. We elect a president for making our life better. The president, they elect in ministers and other directors for manage the country, manage the economy, for making our life better. When they fail for do that, that means now what's in them bookman I can call social contract. You own side of the contract, you don't fail. Me still poor. So when you don't fail your social contract, we for pull you commodity. Because you not provide leadership. The reality is that, like say now we get 70% of we export earnings and from mining. But guess what? Not just about 2%.
Government gets.
Yes.
That's orthodox.
Then there's the same thing for fisheries. Then there's a defaulting. So when a government is there, we're not fed for 70 years almost. You're not fed from making we get more revenues from we mining, from we fisheries. That means that you not get balls for fed. You're not supposed for the day. And I want in ways successive government, not only this government, but in most than this government of retired Brigadier Mother.
So are you repeatedly blame governments? But here is the people. Do you blame governments for say at the end of the day, if government say transports na 10 leons and this individual decides say go put transport 15 leons? I mean, this is a practical example. And at some points, people would say that we citizens to receive would make things difficult to receive because President Julius Marabio no gonna market or no take transport. Now we say if government, there's other countries. I would tell you a joke where somebody tell me we live in England and you say somebody if they on in the window, you say somebody don't pass now the street way they pass 3 term, make it 4 term. Police check the person and ask them why you they pass now the street frequently. In Sierra Leone, people no want to know. They're not busy. Whether you pass 10 term, you do this. So people they do waiting. So you do blame government for all this.
My brother, leadership, the science, the human species is a leadership species. if things go right in the country, not the leadership name responsible. President and all the other leaders, including bishops and school principals, the leadership is responsible for everything that goes right or wrong. You take Nigeria, trillions of dollars of petroleum wealth. Who said they now? About 60% of them, over 100 million people, they're in poverty. You then afraid for work and a treat. Then they're afraid for travel by road, for going in from one state to the next. So they don't mess up the system and complete, in spite of all the enormous wealth we then get. When you talk about people, then they obey orders. Singapore or Norway or Sweden, now because the leadership at the level, prime minister or president or king or the parliament insist that these laws be obeyed. Now what we don't do, it don't work by this government. We don't give the impression, say, oh, now for fete for your party, fete for your brother. So you political party go there in power. APC them, now we come back in power. But then the number of people them where they get top job, even in the government, it not reach 0.5%. So all man they fight for kind of government, but government not they produce anything. And when government not they produce, right, you they suffer for that.
You want for question the field salon project?
The field salon project, because we don't teach with people then. Let's move away from that. Let's check for normal sale. There's a point I want to make. My father is from Bond. My mother is from Moyamba.
Let's just don't preach. Let's just talk about
it's not tribalism.
Let's focus on it.
It operates on both levels. The Timni speaking people, northwest, the Mende speaking people, southeast. So the general lie, big lie, oil and lie, who don't pass to people them, when you're not southeastern, except people in the power, you for blindly support no matter
so
what.
If the government does everybody for plants, because this is serious. If governments don't say this is field salon and let people involved in agriculture, and I'll tell you, when you go to the provinces, I mean, while they travel, I see empty lands. I ask myself, I mean, what are we still doing in Freetown? I mean, there are plenty lands. So is it one as we mindset? I mean, Nicholas, you have to talk about this. We mindset believing, if you're not working at a bank, if you're not a lawyer, if you're not a doctor, if you're not a journalist, you're not a super person. I mean, so how that's don't they affect you? Because the other country, I mean, people depend in farming.
Now the government,
are you still blaming the government? A lot of us are selling.
No. I was Assistant Commissioner for Public Affairs in NRA. When we started NRA, 2003 to 2011. I didn't know NRA. Me not senior management. Other young man, then they will just come out college, then they na customs, and then na yeah. Now me they go back to them. I do friend host for rent. Friend host for rent. Where I don't work 8 years in NRA. I get for go friend host for rent. I didn't see when they show me host them. When a junior staff na custom then get them. Who do they allow that? Not the government. And the governments that they allow the few people and for thief. So the governments don't pass the message to the majority. Don't forget I told you about 4 million people, then they in the informal sector, not then they work, not then they produce. But they don't give the impression, say, you don't need for work. All you need for do, na for hala, APC, SAPP, you come inside government, you thief. But if the government serious and the other leaders, the pastor, the teacher them, the principal them, the imams them, then say, no, for stop this. Because what would happen? Peaceful revolution to prevent bloody revolution. Waiting the imams and the pastors and the principals and the mommy and the grand, all them are the way they work very hard. What would they do, man? Right now, would they create the condition for something worse than the rebel war we will go through 1991 to 2000.
Nicholas, is it a government problem or a mindset problem? I mean, when you look at the waiting, according to waiting, Hans Hilton talk about, you want for subscribers, is it a government problem or a mindset?
I want to debate. You know, the blame game from 1964 to date. To me, I always say, with the young people, it's unfortunate that what we are seeing now contradicts the whole orthodox again. But for me, with standard of living, and the current happening here is not solely on government. It's about you and I, the mentality, the perception, the way of life. And it's all crowned again the society in which we believe in. Yeah. I'm noting God puts in Africa that everybody depends on a set of few people for make a decision. Yes, he's right to some extent, because the government get right for pass hard and tough policy for regulate human behavior. But I was reading my book of my Bible story, I realized say the only animal will disappoint God now mortal man. So that don't say government alone cannot control that human being. We saw like an example as a senior person at NRA, it is struggle for rent. Then while we have people who are working down customs, they have 2-3 buildings where are junior staffs. That's why I'm saying me on movements there. Until we break this system and do a new structural change, where in government they focus on that on quality deliverable than not just policy making.
And young people want to take that kind of systemic step for say, okay, claim the ladder
President
step by step.
President Bill don't get a test, but it's kind of mixed bag. I think for my grow up, now this government I see them get a lot of young people where some of them below 40. Yeah. They are sitting on the top notch ministerial post, but we see a mixed bag of the philosophy that shall we, the young people given the opportunity, be able to deliver. But going forward is me and all they put blame to a government.
Is it a disappointment to President Bill?
I will not say so because I don't know the parameters. I don't know the KPIs we use for choose them. But to me, I'm calling on young people who have been given the opportunity for them to show face and show some amount of value addition. And shit from on this orthodox for like with the young one, they will not get opportunity for them into those seats for fees. So when they give chance to young people, change will come in a positive trajectory for make this country come up from this blame game.
Are you disappointed?
I am not. I'm just feeling a mixed bag, a mixed up, because not to be given power, I don't know the indicators as an economist. Going forward, the magical economy we live start from the 1961. The shift of out of the 1961, the green, white, and blue, my brother. This green, white, and blue, I mean, we shall tell me, say, me professional that way to supervise me on high level studies. Until we go back and see what people mean when I'm going at this capital, in England. The green, white, and blue mismatch, which is agriculture, peace, and the harbor. Yeah. To date, Feed Salon is the only project where you go near the green. But guess what? Most of these projects are on urban cities. The one way want the money, baby, at the provisions. You know, they get this access. So that's why we all wonder, who come out they see free land to go. But you see billions of money, thousands of projects are coming in on the Feed Salon. Who is eating the money? Who is doing this? And me, I want to say, look, come up here government. Me and you know what they do. We are the administrators. We are the public administrators. Imagine level on the Nigerian country. The question is, what was the impact? What was the change we were able to do within internal as a high-profile person from the NRA? Now comes about the attitude, behavior. That's why, unless in time, he say attitude and behavior change. President Bio come again, he say, let's country, let's put Salon first. But you see, like I tell you, the Motorman was an animal, and him disappoint God. So these people are putting their policies, they are putting their laws, they are putting everything.
Should we blame ourselves or should we blame government?
75% of what we are suffering now is a result of our thinking, our mentality, and the community in which we are grown up. And the perception which we believe in. That when putting your hand hard better.
You know, you talk about mentality. So, I been go McKinney. Is it McKinney? Some 1 month back, and waiting just pissed me off. First, when you travel, you feel like mango, plantain, or you name it. It will be cheaper,
fresh food,
you know, from the provinces. Yes. But it almost the same price to the.
No, like my 38 self. It's almost expensive than what they buy now. Because normally weekend maybe we can just old bag will go buy. When you buy something at them, 38. take go down, it's almost like Freetown.
So you want to put us, it's a circle problem within ourselves.
It's a chronic system. This is not a government system. This is about you and I. Until we take the blame, say, until we say and put you as a small boy, like where the managing station. You see the regulatory, like we need to take political discussions here. If they show leadership, you show ownership, you show protection, that any to happen this station, you will be called upon, and you are not only going to be called upon, you will bear the consequences. Here is an economy or a state where we get young people or big people away a certain set of seats. Instead of protecting that seat and perform the mandate they give them, then they shift the blame to the heads, see the blame to the community leaders, leaving that small circle. Hey, they say a community is a group for people who decide to come together to share out common interests. So President Bio don't get a mandate. President Anesbai Komaka left a mandate. He gets an agenda, and the footprints are still there. This mandate and feds now for left your footprint. I can only say no, it's not president where to go asleep with normality, because we have vision. The country so deep into mismanagement and other perceptual things where they contradict a lot of leadership and opinion, and they wish. I can say this out of Richard, that if you get when I forget HE now, yeah, they tell you say one of the greatest challenges about how can you leave a legacy, because that's the only thing a leader can be thinking of. Look at the topic content, the magician economy, which I miss and wrong. When I do a study, physical discussion, 70% of government expenditure are just what? Administrative. Less than 20% of government gets revenue. When you look at ministries, agencies, MDAs, 85% are just consumers. Government they spend less on institutions for produce where the people produce poverty. For instance, when I do research, public calls and narrative from the first study, we have less than 20% of that government ministries and agencies where they produce and bring revenue to the government in pocket. The rest of we living from 1967 to date, if IMF not give you money, World Bank not give you money, or we not get project from the white people, the economy they crumble. So why are we still on the same pattern? Now nobody support me that this was a government get problem. Because you don't come, this person don't do the same formula from Pakaba in time. You see, look at the established ministries, agencies, when they're just consumers. Go talk about consumer, you get administrative, government is spend more on that administrative and that legal regulations than in institutions where they produce and add value to the people and add revenue generation and reduce that poverty. May I listen for you? The only issue where for now, I stand to be corrected, I'm talking to the world, is NRA. Blessed memory of Pakaba. Yeah, it's all now from MP now to EDSA. Even at that, me and you too. If you do check now, there's a check going on for EDSA because of the new management. We have more than 20% of Sierra Leoneans who are using government light and not paying. Na President Bien problem, and this is problem.
Interestingly.
So we don't even get. I just want to land there. Maybe we get them. We get EDSA, we get NMA, we get Freetown City. That's the councils. Then we get EPA. These are the very few out of 40-something ministries and agencies. So government is spend more on administrative regulations than leaving behind something like the engine of growth.
All right, we'll come back to also
magician.
Quickly. We'll come to you and let's look at solution. I mean, how do we fix this miracle economy? I mean, how
it's a real miracle economy.
But we reported in the streets of Freetown and make we listen to it in. I mean, people and say to me like how then they survive, how people they make ends meet. Let's listen to them. Look about.
Well, right now, according to the situation of the country, not really easy because at times you work as if like they work because the money when they pay you, imagine you get picky, you get your woman, you get family members. So say they pay you 1,000. Before months they done, you don't take debt, you don't take other thing there. At least there's nothing where you go able to show forth say I get something na corner. Sometimes you not even able to save. It really hard trending, It only takes the grace of God for overcome. And only by the grace of God will they live. Because the transport a low way they pay, go and come. Except na more stress. Sometimes we not get away late back na problem for you. So not really easy.
The surviving not easy at all. Sorry, not easy. The struggle before you able to survive. But if you've been there for we not easy, what do you say? The struggle before you able to survive.
Say the things like the country very hard, easy actually. But anyway, you can manage. You don't understand. But things are rough for the country in terms of food business, in terms of transportation, you know, really easy. We really struggle. We struggle for everything in the country. But at the end of the day, we know we got people when are the followers, they want a big one the day before we. So they at least they for able to understand what they happen in the country. They for able to know about the struggle. The man like get inside do so man struggle before they come and be somebody. So we at least really young man about the struggle so much. As street to the bike riders there, the drivers there, at least the passenger in back the struggle. You know, so we do look and say struggle is so high for we.
Of course, me not mechanic. My job now mechanical. Do never mind the country like we see in my yard. But daily, easy. The job not to any day they happen. Normally, if you want customer, you go on fine. I never go tell you out. So it's not really easy. But we not mechanic. I got you to survive. One will come. Now sometimes I go to Pana on a past 10. So whatever come on a cable shaver, all man get you put the cable to and take care of the family with so like that. That's how we take survive in the country.
Okay, like me now, that me they take survive this tough economy. All thanks to my sisters them and mama. Because the more they put more effort on me. The only way me could able get money this economy. How they play ball. And the play ball save league already set and by now when last I play league from last year. So you see, so I don't know how my sister is try survive, but to me own side, not school them they survive. And really tough though. Because any day they ask one deposit for money, one deposit for money and tough. So you see.
Now this country for this particular 2026. All the youth man there, not easy. Me I buy scrap, I go sell. I want go and buy only even 10 I go sell. I get and small profits because now everything expensive. In the whole 65,000, you know they even buy 2-3 items inside 65,000 because the economy is high more than the population. Well, now through this scrap game here, what can buy? I will sell even 10. I support me woman with me one picking what I get.
All right, and thanks to the team for we didn't go out and talk to people. And well, this one, he catch me attention to see the economy, high pass the population in the country. But another one, quick one for Facebook. This one for left hand. You say, where the coat for cut? Where you don't get coats for cut? How you go cut the coats now? So that's an interesting one. So let's talk about how do we fix this? Household. You don't persistently don't talk about it, the responsibility of government. So how do we fix this? Because people are crying, people are suffering, every sector. They are crying, their things are hard. How would we pass this situation?
If you say now the population, when mainly youth, about 65% young people, them now then to be blamed, then that means say you are blind. That means it's not an office somewhere. You don't know what's in there happen. What I feel say, the glad you are see chief minister one time they go on a market, they go here, they go sit down and put. I hope say actually see the young people, then they walk. If you sit down early morning, you can go walk or so along the streets, downtown, Freetown. The young boy them, when they twist and turn and twist for make them move from Eastern Police for St. Joseph Convent area for carry as many passengers as fast as possible. Oh, they work very hard, and the young people walk. They walk. So the problem is not the young people who are not walking, who do not obey the laws. It is the government and the formal sector. The one thing where I don't know whether you don't see them, it don't happen to me several times. You go to market, then I go buy, but could them that small money, me they come down. Will you give me the change? I just put it in my pocket. Sometimes I don't go far. Then you see somebody run behind me. It don't give me short change. They can't return the money back. I don't know whether it happened to you. You work on a street, you pull your money in your pocket. So, some of your money for them. Maybe about 4 or 5 person they call you, so your money don't for them. Now the reality is that the ordinary selling, especially the one that we come out upline or with the upline, they not mix my teeth and lie. You go now, something I can ask. You go buy some small thing now with Buffalo Street or then Rodin Street. You go, the man say enough get change. They left you come out small glasses, this, that. He left you. They say they go for and change. When you come back, I say, wait, but when you left me now, you know if he's a good thief? He say, but you know what do I? So the ordinary people are honest and hard-working. Now the one that we don't go college, we don't say there's a big book. Now then they thief the money. And then they mismanage the money. The solution, una would know the media. And always they invoke this me party name, and we all go to NRA together. It was in return as deputy director for finance in NRA, Amadou Brahma. I mean, they also go thief bogo money, hundreds of thousands of dollars. They not thief nothing. Amadou Brahma, an example of people that really work in the government sector, were honest. Now then they use them where they suffer because less than 1% of the government people that they thief. Now then for go find them out. Una for call meeting, una then youth man them. Now Okada place so na how them call nothing. Kush center. Oh.
Keke riders.
Una for call meeting. No una no say this country. If una not sit down and make sure say government do the right thing, no una go suffer. No go suffer today. Una picking no can for suffer. So the solution now for talk to the pastor then. Next time when they come, being one pastor, one imam. Now we talk to the people there, their own congregation there. Not for left, she don't say, hey, my own party, if I will lie, the complaint, the APC continue better. Because the whole system is rigged for making a few people then thief. If APC, where they talk, they criticize this government, if they're serious, one of the things they would then therefore do, now for reduce the powers of the president who did in the 1991 Constitution. If APC is serious, then for first, educate the people them, say, now you the president, now you the appoint Auditor General, now you the appoint NRA Commissioner General, now you the appoint NACIT Director General. Now you the appoint Chief Justice. All the now you the appoint. So you then want the way for check you. Now you don't appoint them. So you get power over them.
Okay.
So that this way the president get too much power, the long thing what they call them brave power, they make nobody know they for check the president.
30 seconds around up on Andy.
So me the big. All the youths them, una get una young youth leaders them, go find them. I know like one Joel Kalon, one Abubakar Benson. Then they go find them. Una for stop day after day, night after night. Una say this system would change them, would reduce the powers of the presidency, would make sure so we remove this proportional representation system within a parliament. Now complete nonsense. What they don't do, they don't give all the powers to the president. Now they want to give all the powers to the political parties.
We'll find time to talk about that. Thank you so very much. Nicholas, quick one. How do we fix this?
Easy to say, but difficult to execute. Number one, mind shifting.
Yeah.
Number two, ownership of state-owned enterprises or state-owned community properties. Before the kaya, you see young man inside gutter, they disconnect somebody in pipe. Where they talk and say, go. From this one you are there, forget what they come. So they don't get on it. Is that the work of the president? Is that the work of the minister? No. That's a mindset. Gadama way able put pipe, Now the thief government money. So me no able to go to thief. No able get away for collect guma. Me for disconnect her from source. That's a mindset. So all of this we also try for highlight and bring out when we get people who are revolutionaries for see the breaking of part of the economy.
Quickly, like, before you jump this input, how patriotism come to play in all this?
It's the bottom of all of that. You know, I give you one of the UN representatives say the greatest strategy of a man when he faced with poverty is not like an empty pocket, but when me and you know we get the realization of national resources, or we get an influence for taste by the cake, and poverty. That's what is happening now in this country. That's why they see say a magician life. That's how they live with life. So the way forward is that community where they give you, that CEO will give you job, where they come count ownership, count out passion, desperation, anger for serving to that small corner. But when they serve, you are also growing and they change all your perception and negative thing from your community. Yeah. But here is a nation, I don't depend on entrepreneurship as a sole trader. To now it's 15 good years. Now I don't transform to a company, onto a digital tech hub, my brother. We have 60% of our employees coming to work. Now the body no more the day because of how they get to take attendance. 40% of their life not there within the environment in which they work. I engaged in an research 2020, 2 years back, with a renowned Australian community. Ahala, that 60% of Sierra Leoneans to go into their place of work, dress well, pretend as if they have passion for the job, but 40% of their livelihood or the way the activity within that environment, for instance, Epic, is not within that environment.
Somebody tag this generation as a desperate generation.
It's a microwave, very desperate, but when they do the things where they transform your mind. Let me just give you the solution. That's one. So patriotism come inside. Mind shifting is coming inside, ownership out of both at government, community, and what CEOs' property. The another thing how they stop this or minimize or mitigate from us from this magician life is about allowed to be at misuse, abuse, for you to generate wealth through you. This is a Cartesian theory. It's an Asian theory where say every young person will not allowed to be used, abused, misused to generate wealth or manufacture a product. We never know how to create one. So the magician business can now, you know, it will allow for me to manufacture you. So now more of assumption, but good talk, proposal, procrastination, because the small opportunity as a young person after graduation, enable manifest and for learn through the process, for me to transform that from theory, memorization, to realization out of dream. For me, the CEO of this Epic Radio and Slick TV reaches level, he has gone through somebody. So he learned from the hard way. But here is a generation that's not subspot. Microwave brain. Assumption without action.
Thank you. Thank you so very much, Nicholas. We will turn the mic to the discussion to, when I already listen to, we will get a opportunity to call on 079-994-993. And I tell you how we try very hard, for making Smith. Waiting the magic one they do. Is it that when they get a other job apart from the job when I get, or is it a business world when I go into business? Let us have a discussion. In 1 minute, make sure we call, just use 1 minute for me to discuss on how citizens, how they manage for making Smith. So go for short break and we'll come back. We're going to introduce and calls them. Stay tuned.
1xBet, your game has no limits. In 1x game section, you'll find hits, crash, burning hot, crystal, western slot. Each game is a separate world with real winnings. Play on website or in the app. Visit the 1xbet.sl and use a SL126 promo code to get a 200% bonus up to 2,800 Sierra Leonean Leoneans. 1x Games, a world of games, wherever you are.
Well, Ifambule, this not just another promo. This not just another advert. This my love song for the best juice in town. Sierra Juice.
Sierra Juice.
The only on sale for sale.
Sierra
So refreshing.
So refreshing. So refreshing.
The on-site yourself.
Epic Radio.
So refreshing.
So refreshing.
Sierra Juice, made in Salon.
All right, you're still listening to the Epic Morning Show on Epic Radio 99.3 FM. We'll start up picking our calls now on 079-994-993. Got to first call online already, log online, and hello, good morning.
Yeah, I'm Julius Lee. Good morning. Malika Steven.
Malika, good
call
morning.
from Sunrise.
Go ahead, boss.
Yeah, so for me, I dey humbly dey on my knees to beg for differ from wetin the brother dey talk. Say Salone na the poorest country. We know say Salone get so many challenges, but by the natural resources wey God give us, I believe say Salone not to the poorest country. The way Bakaki talks say Salone na one of the richest countries. He right. Because whether na marine resources or mineral resources, it gets them enough and to spare. But we dey blame the government and where they go and come for the mismanagement. Whether na the resources we get or the economy where we dey get. You see, na that na the problem.
Okay.
But I believe say South Sudan are the poorest country followed by Burundi. Salone to even the third, you know. So Salone poor. It's just about mismanagement of the leader they will get. You see?
All right.
South Sudan are the poorest, they're just about 64 billion GDP. So, for like we say Salone are the poorest are the best for differ.
Right.
Now, mismanagement of the government, now where they go and come, whether they're able to manage what you get, otherwise they enrich themselves and their family. If they manage, even this timber number where they export, you don't do for sustain, you pay to the activity of government.
Thank you.
Not to talk about the diamonds and the other minerals they will get. So now mismanagement of the leader, where they go and come.
Thank you. Thank you so very much.
So much for doing well for the country. But the one that they come after them. So now another school of thought will tell you say yes, India get the upper hand. But actually the one that they don't go after and the war, then put me behind.
Thank you so very much, Rex City 1 minute. 079-994-993. I mean, how will they manage life? I mean, with minimum wage 1.2, bag of rice 600 to 700,000 Australians is another concern. How do we pull through as a nation? Hello, go online again. Hello, good morning.
Lamin Samoa Koyato.
Go ahead, Lamin Samoa. Go ahead, boss.
Yeah. Salon Pou, my brother. Because if not to we're not going to suffer for water, we're not going to suffer for survival self, for anything for it. That poverty no more they make, we dey suffer, they can't suffer there. Salon Pou, baby, let nobody not tell you. Because if you know to convert many out to money, then you are nothing. Now money is for use for the day-to-day activities. And the problem is lie with the government. Believe me, then we tell you, the NPRC will tell you, say, where the cow 6334, every secondary school forget vocational center. Almost secondary school we get vocational center for let people and good and learn work apart of book. In a day, what in a Guinea survive over from circle to in days, we demand and value land work. Take to now, didn't picking the go school after school is inside the land work. Also Salon picking. You tell Salon picking say come on school can't sit on a carpenter shop, can't tailor shop. Believe me, you know listen yourself. So now that's the problem. Everybody want for go sit on an office. How many office work they do? Almost office work they do. So the government for every secondary school for them vocational center, who start picking them for land skill from that level day. If you know so that believe me, they will play the cry. Thank you.
Thank you so very much. I mean, 079-994-993. I mean, government, whether we are poor, whether we are rich, I mean, a lot of people get their own different idea of which we talk about. Anyways, let's go line again. Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning.
Good morning. How the morning?
Fine. Back on,
I
sir.
tell you now, 2021 at the educatory. Salon will get all things. And they give one example. Look, Gambia na granite and tourist. 9 and they take survive. But then they leave that waiting. Teacher they come here, go teach na Gambia. Teacher they come here, go teach na Gambia. Then they pay and huge money. If you come on at the city, go teach offline na Gambia. The money then they pay you offline. They know they pay you soon at home. So all man they go teach na Gambia. Why Salon? All what you will get. So all that then are for the politician they no more. Not so for we then the petrol. Now for themselves. I don't do an example. Gambia na granite and tourist no more. Thank you very much.
Thank you so very much. 079-994-993 now the number for be part of the Epic Morning Show. And when you call, go straight to the point and stay within 1 minute. Log on and pick another call. Hello, good morning.
Yeah. How the morning?
Fine, so that is up. So come on, you you set here.
Now, I'm going to talk to you.
All right, so go ahead.
You look at the people away, they accept the call, that the same people are no more. Every day they contribute to the program. You see, it don't find you. You have to take from other people and
I'm afraid that you call we pick so we know they know the one they really call. Yeah, we person call we also for pick them call, not like with the select callers there. And you now you they talk already. So that's for sure you say we are fair in how they pick we calls them. Yeah, so go ahead and talk what you want for talk.
This guy is like to say the minerals they do not add value to them. They don't ever see the benefit. You see, we therefore add value to the minerals and before we able to see benefit. How much will they get? You know they send and get those souls. You know they get much. Let's ask that man, that other man will be the winner economist. Let's explain how much the government will get or the country will get out of the mineral. We don't work size in this country, so we don't add value to them. So they tell us very cheap to other nations. We get water, we don't add value to them. We tell them cheap to other nations. We get coffee, we get cocoa, but we don't add value to them. Okay. So as long as we don't add value to them things, that's what we go ever with me. We go try to add value to them things.
Thank you so very much. All right, 079-994-993, and the number for be part of the program. When you call, you go straight to the point. So we talk how selling is there, the make ends meet. I mean, they manage for put food on the table and into this economy. I mean, and we call, I talk to a lot of people go tell you say that certain amounts of money they don't even want to work for that particular. So man go tell you say I'm not going to work for even 1.5 million euros. I mean, so when Nicholas they talk about the mindset, you look at say, I mean, it gets a lot of things. Okay, sorry about that, and log online and pick this call and. All right, so they get a little bit of problem. 079-994-993. Okay, we don't get a call online. Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning. Hello. Okay, we don't know what's happening. So, as I be say, it's about. Let's see if we can pick this call again. Hello, good morning. Okay. Come on, you get your set here. Hello, good morning. Hello.
Good morning. This is Bakam from Fomex.
All right, Bakam from Fomex. Go ahead, brother.
I'm really surprised that Mr. Nicholas, so how we analyze, you understand? If you check what the happen now in the country, 100% they blame the government. Who side they blame me? Let me just be short instance. Fuel will go up, what they tell me say fuel shorting in the country. Because of that reason, they decide to raise up. But up to now, fuel is 35,000. All the other side, they all easy for them all. That's not till I did it. You know, again, the youth them, look the kind of punishment when they go through. Maybe when they talk about entrepreneur. You know, decide the way people they don't decide for devote their mind for there. When they go and build some shops, when they do a different side, they let them. The government to go and broke their shop, they go from Jewel. Come tell you reach up gone. Take na model. Come again na Dwazak. They broke their place then all. They not put no structure. They not put nothing. Now say 21, 31. Disappointing people and make the people feel unfortunate why they go lose their salon. Look who youth man and they into drug. Look who youth man and they into different life.
But you not still understand, you still put the blame to the mindset. Graduates and they come down, they know they see not waiting in those stories. Government know they send graduates and follow them go out, follow the land. Wait till waiting and go study in a college. Don't feel like they can tell you about mindset. The country they go beyond. One day the country never be private, so even the defender will get war. But now are the worst thing ever. Thank you very much.
Thank you so very much. 079 994 993. Now the number for be part of the Epic. We'll take probably one last call and try for some attention to request them. Let's see if this can come through. Hello, good morning.
Hello. Hello.
Hello, good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
Fine. Your name and where you call from, please.
The minister of this country. Akibo Bet. That's a message that was the Minister of Finance and the Deputy Minister of Finance. They tell you Princess Kalini to pull country.
All right, I'm afraid we lost our call there. Let's see if we can squeeze one last call and turn your attention to we get step and let's see. Okay, logo line. Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. Who did I talk to?
Noah from Kisi.
All right, Noah, go ahead, boss.
Thank you very much. Epic Radio, always taking the lead. So I don't know to pull control. Otherwise, foreign enough for them can hijack the economy. The problem.
Come on here, you radio set here. They get negative feedback.
The problem, we got resources, but it's even in the living poverty, and that my real responsibility. The Nicholas they say, mindset. Culture of dependence. We believe for receive handouts from politicians. Citizens, they get the wrong government because the citizens don't vote wisely. So now we are responsible for putting wrong government, but we are responsible for putting good government. So it is all our responsibility. Thank you, gentlemen.
Thank you so very much. We'll not take any more again. And I'll start off with you, Hansil. You don't listen to the callers, them. Quick response to them.
Well, my response is that we all enjoy World Cup, we they see we come in African them where they play wonderful football. The question is, for make them play now wonderful football, they can forget the president, they can forget the parliament, or for make sure say they put enough money on football. They can forget the president when he hit deep on shoulders, would they think patriotically for say that this person now go make sports minister because he don't prove himself able to inspire people in the sports area. The sports minister will make sure say they get the right coach, they get the right manager, and then they make sure they give enough money and provision to the players then. At that then they do, then they go World Cup, then they perform. In other words, what you would happen, whether in physics, whether in chemistry, whether in business, whether in finance, whether in mining, at every time, every sphere, would happen World Cup. Every sphere. So if we get a president, we're not able to choose the right person as minister, so it will go mess up. Then if we get the people them who they talk about, who are the people them, the masses, to call them, the ordinary people, the majority youth, who are una the formful, now where una they sit down, then they can't fool una say, we APC in power, now we then Tim Demand and Limba and Loco would be fed for. Now lie. Whereas people in power, then say na southeast. Now we then made it with the fed for. Now lie. 99% of the people are poor, will continue to be poor if una team up and open na yai.
Earlier you talk about, you mentioned of somebody, I ask you this question, you mentioned somebody, you are saying this was a native government, and I would wonder, is it because of self-discipline or because of structure make you make that statement there?
Now, you go call anybody now NRA.
Now I'm just asking why. Is it because of this person is self-discipline that you feel like I'm not supposed for thief, or because of government put structures as people not for thief? Which one you?
I feel saying immune discipline.
Self-discipline.
There are people there. Then the other one again, the director of internal audit, Sidney Godwin.
Okay.
Not thief.
Thank you. Thank you so very much. Nicholas, quick one.
So I like this interrogation. The person who know church government money na NRA is in an icon. That's self-discipline. So let me respond to those few calls. Say we need to blame government. In the days, the blame game don't boku. We don't see changes from 1967, the change of leadership on to date. 75% of Sierra Leoneans will say na government disappointment. But we don't see any of our corner here. Like we another caller say. People shift their mind from governance. That is the government apparatus. They look at the economic part. For Golanwo, you are government for create the environment. That is true. Yeah. For giving lights, our government. For giving basic social and environmental amenities, our government. There nobody because after God, not them. But your daily livelihood and your source of survival should not be anchored on the public sector. Because they get it wrong. Yeah. That is why Africa, we are still on this blame game. Because the guys are just few. Out of 8.5 Sierra Leoneans, we have less than 500 ministers, MDAs put together within at the top. So if you say you where the Pompo Yanda, Nami village, beyond Kalangba, it depends on government for give you waiting for it. They get you garden behind the house. Money think I no go plant, if no say, when I put potato and cassava na in the season day, so you tell it take 3 months, that cassava they give me times 10. You say past government go make for you agriculture garden. That's the mind shift I'm saying about. So living on magic is about that. Everybody say because we're not reading a government, no can be for you agriculture and family, no can for you caterpillar, no can for you this. What is your hand doing? What did it take as an individual for generate initiative where they make you forget about government? That's my own campaign. Yes, government in, out, don't disappoint we as young people. Don't left a lot of wounds in our minds. But if we continue for just blame, you know, for you get daddy, we don't say this daddy, he take his base, nothing bony. Now just by mistake. Then from age 15, yeah, we say this daddy don't destroy you, you drive you in mama's house. They say 30, say 40, still they blame you, papa? No. The man don't tell you from 18, he throw you in mama nado. He divorced with you, mama. Then you day 18 years to 30 years, you see they say, papa make me no better, now papa make me no better. Hey, blah, we are lucky, now you get the problem. So that's why I'm shifting my blame now. Let's take responsibility as young people in your own corner. Sam, how do we fix it? I get away. Somebody talk about culture of a dependency in anything as young people. Pastor say, your body, your apprentice day. You know, why do you want to depend? The Bible says that talk and say nobody. God, we see, God, you know, Jesus Christ is the best party disappointer. When are Judas? In bosom, he disappoints him. So why do you want to put on your daily bread on somebody's survivor? You understand? Then number 2 again, how do we settle this magical living as young people for shifts? It's difficult.
Quickly.
Yes. You look at the change of economic policies and laws. When I read how you do me research, I do an advanced course, brother. So it is some of the discussion. When they say government is only getting like 5% of every sales of diamond or any natural resource, I say, what? This is from right down there 1964. To date, nobody not think of that. How do we correct that 1964 error? For a diamond, they go sell the diamond $1 billion or $100,000. They only get $10,000. Hey, what to do? To date, it's been 60 years. Nobody have thought about correcting it. So to me, it's about government having a government that will come, say this structural change, will collapse all the policies, the constitution before even the big work. That is change of our economic policies and laws. Particularly about how do we add value to our natural resources so that with the increased resource of revenue, because I know they're able to make we standard of living increase. If government able to get an increased source of revenue, domestic revenue generation, not for wait for IMF and World Bank, this story will continue that we are living on magic. Lastly, we look at the modification or change of the educational system. The dependency syndrome, the cram and pass, the certification about particularization of knowledge, And according to Nelson Mandela, education is the ability to read, understand, and interpret and apply what you have been taught. But here now, get a collaborator, so somebody don't come out for Bay College, IPAM, and everything, you don't graduate, you can't work, but not get work because the mentality that if you don't give me work, I'm not going to start
I'm afraid
work.
we have to cut it short.
So the entrepreneurship mindsets about, we the entrepreneur believe say yes, government is the provider.
Thank you.
Then for you the pace. But let's don't depend on them for our daily bread because they will continue to disappoint us. Only God will reveal.
Thank you so very
for a change.
Thank you so very much, Hans Hills and Nicholas, for not time for be part of the Epic Morning Show. I mean, waiting I learn from all this is about self-discipline, government safeguarding role for play. What you need for discipline yourself. I mean, at some point you will look at the lifestyle of some salon man. I mean, I fortunately forget some friends. They will tell you that then they think proper when you not get 1,000 units. Was as soon as they get 1,000 euros, not different people then. I mean, so and this gets a whole lot of way that some people, because you begin work in a bank or probably begin work for a pick, they feel like you rent for challenge us, we cost 30,000 euros. Not knowing that you never even reach up to that standard day or that particular we then call it for beginning and us at that particular price. So let us a check on which you do. I mean, things are hard. We know it's a magic country. So man can wake up in the morning, not even know side they go. I talked to a guy in St. John and they say, bro, I wake this morning, I never understand no side they go. But I know the life is about planning. You plan your life. Wake up in the morning. I mean, things are difficult, but structure yourself. That if I ever spend 20,000 loans a day, make it be 20,000 loans. If you want to add extra 5 loans, add on should the case of anything happen. But let's discipline. I think it's the watchword there. I mean, upon all we to talk about, so it's about discipline. Things are harder. I mean, government self they struggle. If government is complaining, well, not me and you will not for complaining. But it's about self-discipline.
Yes.
So thank so much, gentlemen, for an attempt for being part of the Epic Morning Show, and thanks to the production team for putting this together. Thanks to DJ Wonder, entertainment and sports lined up for you guys, and Marion Precious George, the new elected vice president, is all set for the second segment of the Epic Morning Show. I'll talk to you again some other time. My name is Evan Lee. Goodbye.
Bongo beat, I want everybody to dance. The more you dance, the more I play. I just wanna see you sweat. Really we dance, we shake and rock. Just steady bongo beat. Really we dance, we shake and rock. Just steady bongo beat. Oh yes, ah yes. Oh yes, ah yes. Oh yes, ah yes. Oh yes, ah yes. Shake and make a see ya. This dance steady won't go beat. I say, if you like, I shake and make a see ya. If you want some more, the holla yeah, make a yeah. If you want some more, the holla whoop, make a yeah. The way you the dance, they broke your body, you make me go so crazy. The way you the dance, they broke your body, you make me go so crazy. Hold me hand, bring you closer, I won't forget you. Play for me, steady bongo. For me, steady beat, feeling up time na me body. I say I dey feel na me foot na me chest, all over me body. I say I dey feel na me foot na me chest, all over me body. Oh yes, ah yes. Oh yes, ah yes. Oh yes, ah yes. Oh yes, ah yes. So take it tire, you know, see me not
morning and welcome to Thursday Sport Updates. Let's start off with draft. As draft don't take center stage in the world right now. So Johnny Clinton don't pay tribute so in counterpart, in Wales counterpart and partner with Nicky Kenny. As Clinton and Kenny been lost to Luke Humphreys and Luke Little inside the draft World Cup. This could be a possible dream for England. A new record done be set by Noah as the Olympian done win 100-meter champion, sets at the world best for 14.67 seconds, and it overcome in an official distance of 150 meter. So the Fury versus Joshua fight will definitely take place, but it happened in the United States in Las Vegas, what they emerged as the favorite destination for the two British heavyweights, Tyson Fury and Anthony Joshua. Away from that, now to football. Surprisingly, Tottenham Hotspurs now enter the gates for signing Italian and Newcastle midfielder Sandro Tonali, as Roberto Di Zabri wants Tonali as a midfield option for his team next season. And of course, you enjoyed the night of Lionel Messi. I enjoy the same way. I like to play. I like to compete everywhere. You see Lionel Messi, 38-year-old, been to score hat-trick in the opening game for the defending champions when Argentina in the World Cup. And finally, the Salon Football Association officially communicates to the public that the time don't be changed for the Orange FA Cup. The initial time is slated for 6:30 for the game. Now don't be shifted down to 4:30 at the Southern Arena. For this morning, that all this will bring to you inside Sports Update.
Hello, good morning, and welcome to the Thursday edition of the Entertainment News here on the Epic Morning Show. Me, na Big Daddy. Starting here with the official music video for Crush by Incredible JJ featuring Jezino from Liberia from the Matt EP, officially they out now. In other news, forever grateful artist Musbi Jalo, of course, now announcing return to the music scene again. We do a post yesterday say took small time off the music, now I'm back to writing, and he pray that God will give him more wisdom. So let's watch out for great things. And of course, we announced Minister of God Arnold K. Fofana just released his new gospel song we entitled Holy, and it is on every platform. Mansa Jesse Entertainment presents Sweeter Boy new song Destiny, soon to be dropped. Characteristics, of course, the CEO of Republic, and of course they ask in the ask for forgiveness as they about for drop in very single after an album, and they ask whosoever way it be don't hurt do ya it big, because any hindrance to this particular song. And of course from the Faculty of Communication, Media and Information students, of course the Makosa, we congratulate our very own Marion Precious George as the newly elected VP, Vice President of the So congratulations to you, darling. I mean, you've done well. I mean, it's a great achievement. And finally, this morning, inside the exclusive interview yesterday with SO Yeso. Well, maybe they do some analysis and clearing the air concerning the particular song we na gold. Of course, we feature Baby Bernard. Well, according to him yesterday, this now waiting if we get for say about who that gets the song, waiting happen and waiting next. A plan for do. This now only get for you this morning. Baby Bernard that's here, and instead they claim ownership of this same gold song. So I really don't understand. I mean, who is the right owner? Is it that say when I be doing paperwork, now feature on a sign say, well, when you done this is what you are going to be paid, and we babas.
Big Daddy, I get everything, you understand? Now me feature the man on the song. Now me call him, gonna host to me in my studio, we do the song, I call me engineer. Okay, and if how somebody go get a song, you say one feature me, then I me go pay for production. Does that make sense?
Sometimes then, when things they go wrong in the community, and people they keep quiet. But for keep quiet, not to fix the problem. Now that's make Epic Radio they bring to you blowing the whistle. Blowing the whistle like a radio show who say ordinary people them go talk about what's in really they happen. Now the community them. When are from bad road, no water, poor service, unfair treatments, and corruption. So now this show, when they call out things them respectfully and honestly. And when something good they happen, where people they make progress and real change in their life, we also they talk about time. This time you chance follow you speak up and follow you hear your voice and follow you ask questions when they go answer. Whether you live in a town or a village, whether you young or you a woman, or whether you a community leader or a concerned citizen, this show now for you. We not just they talk and forget, we they follow up with the issue so that something happen. Blowing the whistle, your voice, your community, your power, only on Epic Radio 99.3 FM.
I hope that our visitors would listen to the song carefully, because it's true. They're trying their best to stop our progress with bad propaganda. I mean the foreign press. Bad things are blown out of proportion and spread all around. But the good things of the island they will never mention. Like our scholars have sit and passed every test. There's nothing about that in the foreign press. You know our music is rated amongst the best. There's nothing about that in the foreign press. But if a man steal a mango or breeze blow up a woman dress, bet your life we making headline in the foreign press. True, true. Lamba bombeba, lamba roba, lamba de landeba, tila roba, la dombamba, tila na. We had a little riot in this town. The headline it got, you'll swear the whole island was burning down. But I had to laugh when a visitor turned and say, what the fuss about? This happens in New York every day. You know our sportsmen are rated amongst the best. There's nothing about that in the foreign press. All the lovely buildings which shows our progress. There's nothing about that in the foreign press. But a little shanty town and a woman in a ragged dress. Bet your life it making headline in the foreign press. True, true. True, true. Palabaroma, labarombela, palabare. We have been under colonialists and suffering under imperialists.
Maddie Hill once said, growth painful, change painful, but nothing not painful reach where you continue for stay stuck some side where you not belong. Hello and welcome to the second segment of the Epic Morning Show, where they come to you on 99.3 FM, Radio Garden, Facebook, YouTube, and through a website at myepiconline.com. You can also get me through Zimi Radio 107.5 FM inside Pujeun District. Me, now your host, Marion Precious George. And inside the show this morning, civil society activist Edmond Abu don't call on government for reduced fuel price within 7 days or stage peaceful protest. Also, UK-based member of the opposition APC don't appeal to President Bio for the permanent return of former President Ernest Bai Koroma. And finally, the governor for Bank of Salondo announced the closure of Union Trust Bank. All of the stories plus the review of various newspapers they inside the show this morning. And for joining me to discuss this issue, I get inside the studio Mohamed Toby Kagbo and Reginald Brian Ojukutusoya. Good morning, gentlemen. Welcome to the show.
Good morning, Mariam Precious George. Good morning to fervent listeners and viewers of the Epic Morning Show Media Review.
Okay, Toby.
Good morning to you, the Vice President for the the Mass Communication Student Association. It is, I not just want to congratulate you. It's not just a win for you as a person, but it's a win for institution as well. It's a win for young female at the Frabe College who want for pursue mass communication, pursue you as a role model, and also what a man can do, a woman can also do it better.
Thank you so much, Toby. I appreciate it though. Straight off, we'll look at stories reported on the front pages of various newspapers, and may first take now the Independent Observer newspaper. Top story, VP Jules de Jallo to rally diaspora behind Sierra Leone's development. And another story, SLPHA Company Secretary educates FBC students on port operations, gains and future plans. And a big banner headline, Samalen chieftaincy elections, a test case for chief minister's popularity. And finally, Union Trust Bank, stakeholders demand fairness and transparency. All of the stories plus Mr. President Can We Talk part 412 day na the Independent Observer newspaper this morning.
From Independent Observers, I get Concord Times newspaper publication this morning. Top story reads, ahead of London Summit, VP Jules Jallo calls for a new era of diaspora engagement. Parker shed tears as defense read email communication in court. A photo there of Abdul Parker and the late Sarah Kamara. We get UN government elogize UN women chief as she departs Sierra Leone. FCC to fine unregistered household 5,000 under new waste by law. Annette filling station manager remanded over alleged embezzlement. Parliamentary Trade Committee engages Sierra Leone bottling and trading companies. And finally, youth jail 6 months for alleged phone theft. All of them stories and more, they now Concord Times this morning.
And away from Concord Times, I take the Aoko newspaper. Top story, BSL raises interest rate to 17% as inflation rebounds on energy shock. Another story, VP Jules de Jallo to lead diaspora investment push at London conference. And BSL short UTB transfers deposits and assets to Rokel. This now according to the bank governor. And as well, BSL targets UTB ban bad loans as Crestone takes control of toxic assets. Another story, PSC calls for massive support to indigenous banks, urges increased patronage for CMB. And finally, Africa must move from discussion to delivery, says Minister Matai. All of the stories and more you will get in the Awoko newspaper this morning.
Away from the Awoko newspaper, we get the satellite newspaper publication, Sierra Leone next phase of national development, VP Jules de Jallo to rally citizens abroad. There's a photo there of Dr. Mohamed Jules de Jallo on the front page of the satellite newspaper. We get also, in order to safeguard financial stability, Central Bank shuts down Union Trust Bank. And finally, to restore order in Freetown, multi-agency task force unveil Eastern House Football Club unveils New Jersey. All of these stories and more than a satellite newspaper this morning.
Away from the satellite, I take Global Times newspaper. Top story, SLPP flag bearer aspirant engineer Jonathan Tembe takes Kailan Court Barry to FBC. And a big banner headline, exclusive interview, Aminata and Sons CEO react. IGP Cello champions hope for children with disabilities in Bo. And finally, ECSL reaffirms partnership with NCRA ahead of 2028 election. All of the stories and more you will get in the Global Times newspaper this morning. It is the second segment of the Epic Morning Show, and we will discuss a range of issues this morning. We will look at the first story we get for do it. Civil society activist Edmond Abu, we don't call on government for reduced fuel price within 7 days, and won't say it will mobilize a protest if they not take action. Edmond Abu make this statements inside a press conference where he organized this BNTM as well for talk about the reduction of fuel price where he say for that happen before now. So we go get Edmond Abu on the phone line for make it tell you more as to why they make this call at this particular time. Good morning, Edmond Abu. Welcome to the show. Hello. Hello.
Hello?
Good morning. Welcome to the show.
Yeah, good morning.
Yes. Will they talk about this you call where you make to government for reduce the price of fuel within 7 days or, stage a peaceful protest? What's in bring about this call at this particular time?
Come again?
What's in bring about you call for the reduction of fuel by government, and if not, you go stage a peaceful protest?
Not only go, now we all, including you, except sometimes fuel reduction in the money you. It's everybody's business. Fuel don't come on the world market, and everybody knows that. Now, as I talk, I just did a one radio station, I made television, and if I don't know, I see this $77 per barrel. If it is $110 per barrel, it's when the fuel will go up. When the fuel will go up to 40 diesel 35. The same trend, you can see the trend, energy and speed, will put the price up. You don't see him? You see him, eh? You don't say go up? Hello?
Yes, yeah, go ahead.
No, you know say you go up. You know say fuel go up. You know say government put up. You agree with me on that?
Everybody know that.
Good, that's good. So if that same speed where government put up with, you know things at the same speed, if you don't count on at the world market, the state of Muslim open, fuel be the 110. I tell you now, if you ask Mara, where they follow international events, you go tell now. You check your phone, you go tell, you say, they feel don't count up to 7, and they can count on more and more.
Okay.
So, if the thing will go up, some begin count down, they count down. Then they put it down. Then they put the pump price of fuel down. So you go sutra people, like, go make things better. Government should be sensitive. Government should be all about the people. And people should stop discussing about Aminata. Aminata is a distraction. What if we ask the government now, let government put the price of fuel down. Any other topic is a distraction.
So why you think say government no reduce the price of fuel even when it don't come down the world market, Edmond?
Take the mic, let go to Baloa.
No, I'm asking you because you don't know the sector for a very long time.
Well, sometimes one of the reasons is because most of you APCS, you see finance, even the opposition keep quiet. They don't talk about this. Loud, discomfortable quietness. They all keep quiet because they're not concerned. But they're concerned about other things then. What you make if I not say most of the APCS, APP, consider this point, Papa government people, why make any put them down? Because most of them are dealer. You know, I tell people yesterday, the JJ Safa, the other about the economy, look at even about an intersection, the way past book, or way past that stadium for book anyway. Isn't it? So most of them, even Jagabawa money and another money, the only business they put up for this country in a field. So most of the politicians are dealers. Now they know how the field go down. Simple as that. You don't need workers for that.
So has there been a time where you don't engage a PRA on this? Even in as much as they know say we feel go down na world market, they feel for come down na salon, but has there been a time where you don't?
The engagements have been many. You take the mic, go turn out to PRA.
No, and they talk to you at this particular moment, make her ask you these questions.
Many times. And besides PL business, not to bunduglai, not to secret. You don't need engagement pandan or married. You understand? Fear is very open. As I talk to you, Ghana don't put the price on. When I check the price in America, other countries they don't put the price on. Guinea not ever put the price up as a matter of fact. You understand? So it's simple. Do you need engagement? Do you need for marriage? The man they put up, engage you. So when they put on if we engage you, simple. This is a government. You don't need that Monabu self. Because Monabu too ugly. The thing here is CL it creates what they are called cumulative inflation, cumulative poverty. They don't make things on Uganda, not to Salon, all over. You understand? So a fair price candle, you don't put her up because of the Hamu Strait, it enclosed. Then we candle, why we forfeit over this? That's one instance. On Monday, I begin, when I watch me Facebook, when I go on the Facebook Live, what they say live, when I go on the podcast then, I publish, I talk about it, I begin to talk about this thing. The first person they put in price on Azala, they put 2,200 euros, which was, now they watch the price. Guess what? People then go behind the back. They not tell me, oh, another evidence about no sign of pressure, they put pressure on and I put her back to value. What? Why you Zala? Why you put her up to value? Why you put add value back again? You don't put 2 euros. Petrol from 40 out of 38. Diesel improve from 35. No, I did Edmond Abu one time because when it starts that way, the Aminata go fall. And I'm making this call also to Aminata. If they are satisfaction, they say, well, we need the call, we can pass here reduction. It feels good until the people like Zala. Today tonight, the people like Zala and Aminata. So, station and they want to call because they're not just, it's all about how they punish this country.
Talking about the pressure where you say perhaps Nine Zala face will make them increase the price later on. You know, things are not the same pressure other private fuel station or dealers that they face from government.
No. Now then, I don't think you see. Look, I go to Patrick Sally. I go to other people for Epic Radio and Sleek and others. I don't go give award to Zala on all day. Let's say I did 27. No, sorry. 27, next time 26. You understand? Recently, I go give award to Aminata. Now, one of the decisions they called now, I don't care. One Mr. Denke. With one of the dealers. We say 25, next time 22.
Okay.
For people. You understand? No, it is there. It is not a story. It did when I go on the Facebook page, people they know. In fact, people they say that these Keke riders, Okada, they count go cheap. Fall for the people and they say the corner they sutra them. When they say all money sell, I mean that's a station I don't care. They open a station. You go ask the people and they after by God will go ask all my under. They sutra. Now they station for me that they will be protect. Because now they sorry for the people. Including German. Wait at the camp. German they around Adelaide Street. When they say fuel crisis, they're selling right to. Now this station they will call fuel station. Not to you when they sorry for the public, when because they say fear go up today. Inside the next split seconds you want to go up. Then when you fear can down, when I do get threat to accompany them, we don't put them down. Why? Because Edmond will use Dandy as reference. Not to wickedness Dandy. The PRA when now they for sorry for me and you, now they get the mandate legally. For let them put price up, then get price for put up, or not put them down. Is that not a tragedy?
No.
And the opposition they keep very loud silence about it. Journalists they keep silent. Civil society, lawyers, everybody they keep silent. If you like Monabu.
Now the 7 days ultimatum, when did they come to effect, or when did it?
Don't worry. We got several options now with table. Yeah, and it's going to be all not this including you, except something you know the feel out. Because we have some money by fail. But anybody where they suffer.
Me not a government official, so I definitely by fail.
Good. I'm talking of the one way they suffer. Where they suffer now, the one way they will afford is a meal per day. The one way inflation don't go because look, fairly affect almost everything in the economy. Now composing demand. So you go to America, it's waiting to happen. A dry price. You go to other countries, dry price. After they talk to you, your grandma and mama. They don't put the price down. They don't put the ceiling down. So anything where if PRA no adhere, my sister will get so many.
Okay.
We get so many options after 1 week. I know them. I know some people that will get tight and arrogant.
Okay.
They don't care. They're not sensitive. They talk about subsidy. Not for subsidy. They talk about subsidy. No subsidy. When I put the price, and I think say, how's the one? Because I don't know whether they will see any effect too.
Okay.
It should be everyone's business.
Thank you,
Edmond. Not to business. Yeah.
Thank you so much for it to this morning. Yeah. In name na Edmond Abu and na civil society activist. They call on the government for put down the fuel price, as they make mention, the fuel price don't go down na world market, and up till now the government of Sierra Leone no put out any statement regarding the reduction of price of fuel. I will start with Toby on this particular issue. You don't hear from Edmond Abu making mention of several things, including the government. Not they put down the fuel price where it can down in our market, but where it go up the very moment, then they increase the price.
We've been living with this for not the first time. This for the government, they do rapid increment in fuel. And when the world market price go down, then struggle for reduce and back. Yes, it is true that one of the world leading crude oil benchmark, when our WTI crude oil, currently the sale for $75 to $77 per barrel. So if you do the calculation, you get to understand that we expect Salone safe for don't get price deduction in the cost of fuel, particularly petrol, diesel. But this, like I rightly say initially, this is not the first time. We get for really struggle. It is sad for say this, government in, government out. We don't battle for stabilize cost of fuel. We always depend on when something happen out of Salone, affect the world market, we'll make news about that, and we'll use that as an opportunity for puts increment on fuel. We should be thinking as a country, there are countries, even when this fight they on between been day on, despite tomorrow Friday, they go get for sign the MOU in Switzerland, despite President Trump be the France, they don't sign the hard copy of what he may agreed in Pakistan, because Pakistan now then lead the key negotiator in this memorandum of understanding between Iran and the United States. But Marion, it is really sad for they put pressure on government for do what's in them been do today when the cost of fuel price be hits the world market. If you make an increment when it hits the world market, it is the same honesty. Uphold integrity and come back and do the deduction. Countries like Ghana, when Edmond Abu mentioned, is no lie. Yes. Countries like Guinea, it's no lie. Country like Senegal.
So what happened to Salone?
Well, Nameka say it seems or they look like say we not be even want that this war end.
How?
As allegedly, I cannot confirm that. As allegedly, like Edmond Abu say, there are some top politicians, whether they are opposition or main or government politicians, we don't come into the oil and gas industry. So it's like some of them, they're happy with the current state of fuel in the world market. But now it don't drop. So because it don't drop, and I don't want to even point out on politicians, it's the responsibility of the NPA.
And the PRA.
Pardon me.
The government institution.
Yes, government institution. They've been controlled and regulated by governments, by the central government. But again, this is their sole mandate, is their sole responsibilities. They get the expertise. They get people who will explain to cabinet ministers or to members of the public, say, this and this and this. Because when they increase fuel price, they will give breakdown. They will just hit on one thing. Oh, the Strait of Hormuz has been closed. Now it will be open for 60 days. There will be ceasefire for 60 days until the memorandum is signed in Switzerland tomorrow and a Friday between the United States and Iran. But it is sad. As a country with a battle economic crisis, as a country with a battle with hardship, as a country with a battle with some things that were not even wished for Salone. My own depression. When I see a video for a woman with cuts in Grand Peking hand, if you go deep into the story, yes, what he do, it is more than very, very bad or terrible. But there is something called depression, where we need also for tackle back in this country. It is highly important.
So you think say economic hardship they add to
depression?
The way people
yesterday I go buy some things then at home. Come they say if in Peking not go school, if in Peking go school and come on a school, like for example, then drive for small thing. If they fly by in Peking, if in Peking can ask and say mama and drive me for a school. Do you know why? Do you know what it make that happen? Because they feel say you already know in predicament, you know the burden way it's taught.
Okay.
So when it has to do with fuel, Salona country we only depend on day-by-day living, the bread and butter issue. So I expect the PRA for do the needful. We not even this not for be something for even talk on radio. Okay. This not for be something for even demonstrate say a peaceful protest. Yes, there are peaceful protests, but again, Africa, there is no protest in Africa that is considered for be a peaceful one. So we would ask the PRA for just do the needful, just put the price down. Small amount will be the pay for can work. It increased now. I pay from Lombly for go. For go Angola for be 12 leons now they pay. Initially I would pay 6 leon. Okay. So 6 leon, 100% increment. I think PRA need for do the need because the price of fuel and the world market won't drastically go down. Okay, Reginald.
Thank you very much. I listen to Toby. I'm listening to Edmond Abu as well. I think they don't say them all. We look at the cost for Brent oil. It's about 78 per barrel, and crude oil it's about $77 or so. And in fact, in the US, it's been sold at $75 per barrel, and that is for crude oil. And we know say since March where the price been go up, it has been more like 3 months now. We don't get this price at the amount where it is so, and we know say it is very much tough for every Sierra Leone. Like we tell Monabu say. This is not only affecting Edmond Abu as an individual. One thing I really don't admire inconsistency in all of this, because at the end of the day, nobody pays him. Government in, government out. He don't advocate on behalf of the people of this country when it comes to fear. In fact, he has been arrested countless times just by standing on behalf of the people. Mrs. F gets concerned, Mario. When the price they go up, like for example, I remember where small shake-up be happen at the Strait of Hormuz, immediately, now in fact, press release come out, and the Minister of Trade come out, make so, and all government. Now, this, in fact, the memorandum of understanding, not even get this. It's the 60 days now for make all commercial vessels and pass now the Strait of Hormuz without paying. So it's a lasting ceasefire, which we hope that it will permanent. It's not like they put 20 days on this. It's the 60 days. Imagine 60 days, all commercial vessels, they pass now the Strait of Hormuz for free. They are not going to pay dime and all. So it means that then money they will be they pay, then charges they will be they pay for make ship pass now the Strait of Hormuz, not there for the again for that period, which is almost 2 months. Now I think if governments may really get the interest of every Sierra Leoneans out there, I don't think they should even be coerced. Now with coerce, we are coercing them, asking them to do the needful. And when it's time for the givers, now for Gobo is 180 leons. For Gobo now luxury, first time I get almost 1,020-25 leons my own. I go put loco and come back. Now if I have to go put loco, I get forget over 100 leons in my hand. This is very, very much unbearable for Sierra Leoneans. First time man go come here no more. Now if you want to go upline for go see farm bull, you get for pay how much? The last time I travel go with the ferry, I paid 37 leons to cross 2 weeks back where I go Lunge. Speedboat now 60 leons I pay. Speedboat will be paid 35. 25,000 has been added and all. So these are things that it get the effect. And most of those government officials, I said it here the last time and I'll say it again. Majority of them don't buy fuel. They have vouchers. They go to MPs. They fuel their cars. Government provide cars, taxpayers' money, they buy cars for them and all of those things. So they know they feel the exactly, Marion. They don't feel the pinch of the people because they are not buying fuel. They are using government vehicles, sometimes not even for go on official programs or meetings, but for go do their own personal things. We are seeing those things. Sometimes they wrap their number plates. These are happenings. So I don't think they will have that basic feeling that because they affect them in any ways. If you go 40 leons, they are not going to buy it because they have voucher. They go to government fuel station, they pump for them, and at the end of the day, they go about the normal business. Okay. Majority of them, in fact, some of them they go pump na German, some of them they go pump na MP. That is where they go for their supply. So I think this is a call for every Sierra Leoneans that the people have suffered enough. and there is a need for make the price of fuel go down because it don't go down at the world market, and government should not drag foot on it. The National Petroleum Regulatory Authority, NPRA now, which was PRA before, need for act fast now for ensure say this price go down, because it don't really go down. Imagine with about 117 where we did 35 loads, now it's 77 per barrel. I think it should come down to the price where we need, or even below that, according to the price formula where we go to this now. Fuel should have been sold for at least 23 loads per liter.
Okay.
So all of these are things that need to be taken into consideration, Mario.
Okay, and again, Edmond Abu make mention of the opposition being silent about the whole issue since the fuel increment don't take place, and they're not on the say anything.
Oh, yes.
And this as well has been a concern of very every Sierra or most of Sierra Leoneans, way the fuel issue don't affect. The opposition is not saying anything, and when it comes to the civil society, you get just few.
They are selective. They are selective.
One of them we don't push for this, and it's high time the opposition as well take this into consideration, because people can keen on waiting the opposition can able for give or how best then to pay attention to issues of such, and we are fastly approaching 2020.
30 seconds, Marion. I think I will say this here. It seems as if the opposition have been selfish. They've only been advocating for things that have been on their where they affect them presently, things that is affecting the country in general. I think they're not going to get that kind of interest. We know their belief and all. We know this, that. But again, even before the bereavement, even before the bereavement, the opposition have not been asking or they take government, and that is why you should have a vibrant opposition. In Ghana, the opposition, they put the government on their toes. I think that need for be done as well. The opposition should not be biased, they should not be selfish, but they should be advocating on behalf of the people.
Okay, quickly make we take this. So you cite the Deputy Minister for Energy don't call on the Salon Electricity and Water Regulatory Commission for continue with additional consultation on the multi-year tariff order as way for make sure say stakeholder them fully informed about the mechanism before them finalize tariff determination. Abdul Jallo said this way able to talk inside one media briefing on the Maito Road Show where the Salon Electricity and Water Regulatory Commission all together with the ministry and the United Nations Office for Project Service and Pivot Part Limited and another partner them, this BNTM. Well, make a listen to this report and we'll come back, we continue with other issues. The multi-year tariff order, where then they call MITO for short. Now one mechanism we go empower the Salon Electricity Water Regulatory Commission for establish mini-grid tariff them through one standardized evidence-led and more transparent process and self-increase stakeholder and customer participation across the country energy sector. The revised tool, they offer a more robust framework than previous regulatory method by aligning tariff structure with the genuine operational cost of serving specific community while balancing consumer affordability. We able to talk during the press briefing, the Deputy Director General for the Salon Electricity Water Regulatory Commission, Honorable Samasandi, said the roadshow form a key component of the Sustainable Off-Grid Renewable Energy Access SOGRA project, where they implement for getting to the sustainability, affordability, and long-term viability of mini-grid electricity service across the country.
The primary objective of the roadshow was to increase public understanding of the MITO framework, explain the tariff setting process, clarify the rights and responsibilities of consumers and operators, and strengthen public confidence in the Commission's regulatory role. I am pleased to report that the engagement was highly successful and generated valuable insight that will inform the next phase of the public consultations on the draft tariff for the Commission's approval.
Honorable Samasandi go before for talk about the outcome of the roadshow, findings, stakeholder feedback, and necessary lesson from the 7-day stakeholder engagement activity.
Through community meetings, town hall discussions, radio programs, multilingual awareness campaigns, and stakeholders consultation, we observe a significant improvement in public understanding of how electricity tariffs are determined. Communities increasingly recognize that tariffs are based on objective and transparent calculations rather than arbitrary decisions. The roadshow also provided an important platform for consumers to share their concerns, experience, and expectations regarding electricity service delivery. Many communities emphasize the need for improved communication between the operators and consumers, timely resolution of complaints, greater transparency in service delivery, and continued engagement by the Commission. One of the most encouraging findings from the engagement was that the consumers demonstrated the willingness to accept tariff adjustments where electricity services are reliable, available, and of good quality.
The Deputy Director General for the Electricity Water Regulatory Commission, Honorable Samasandi, end up say as them they move into the next phase of the public consultation of the draft review tariff, the Commission remain committed for make sure that the tariff review process transparent, inclusive, and evidence-based. In Sanyon talk, the Deputy Minister for Energy, Abdul Jallo, talk about the revised tool and waiting it they offer to customer them.
The revised tool offers a more robust and coherent framework than previous methods. This shift ensures that pricing is determined by objective data rather than arbitrary metrics, effectively harmonizing the needs of both consumers and service providers. And this has been a complaint. People say we don't know how the tariffs are calculated. At least this roadshow hopefully make people understand that it's not just a fly-by-night number just grabbed out of the air, that this is evidence-based. For many Greek consumers, these advancements to greater transparency, more rigorous regulatory oversight, and a stronger commitment to delivering fairly priced electricity supported by dependable service.
Deputy Minister for Energy, Abdul Jallo, continues say,
supported by the EU, UNOPS, SE for All, and the government of Sierra Leone through this loan upgrade renewable energy accelerator. So great forward to building a transparent, accountable, and consumer-centered energy sector for all Sierra Leoneans.
The MITO for We All Road Show mechanism cover 5 regional UPDEM we make up of Moyamba, Koribundo, Kono, Makeni, and Feredugu, and engage about 229 community stakeholders them across more than 20 community them through town hall meeting, radio discussion, and multilingual awareness campaign them, where the commission say bridge the information gap where it comes to how they don't circulate and regulate electricity tariff. For the Epic Morning Show, Marion Precious George.
Welcome back. It is the second segment of the Epic Morning Show, and we'll take more stories inside the show. But before that, make I ask you one question. If something happened to your business or property today, how fast you go recover? Now, this make you need German insurance, then know them for fast claims payment, so you go get back to business without any stress. Plus, them premiums very affordable and flexible, so it'll work for you. Call them on 088-220-137 or visit them at number 2 Adelaide Street and get insured today. German Insurance, them trustworthy and professional. And also, you want that natural tea where they refresh your body. You do look for something where healthy and gentle on digestion. You want that tea where they make you feel fresh all day. Our cafe, na the answer. They make it with naturally grown tea leaf and healthy, refreshing, and easy on digestion. With 100 tea bag inside every pack, you always get more for, share with other people and enjoy. Our tea, natural freshness inside every sip. And this message they come off from Kyle. When they take another report aside the National Investment Board, this BNTM don't call on local and international investor them on one meeting for harmonized business registration and licensing on the theme Harmonizing Local Pathway, Unlocking Investment, One Clear Process. The meeting takes place this weekend at the Freetown City Council Conference Room. And we reporter Soisi Sebe witness and be sent with this report.
The National Investment Board, NIB, will host one public-private sector dialogue on harmonizing business registration and licensing under the theme Harmonizing Local Pathways, Unlocking Investments, One Clear Process. The dialogue will bring together government institutions and private sector actors for discuss ways for streamline business processes and improve the investment climate inside the country. Where in the talk on NIB in role and government priorities, the Executive Director of NIB, Dr. Edward Ingasandi, say them committed for make sure say investments where they come inside salon supports what government wants for achieve.
We at the NIB they focus on what government say you want to achieve and how we able to make sure say investment that they can support government to able achieve what government wants, but also allow the investors and they for make money, for thrive, and become living testimonies for bringing more investment at the country.
Dr. Sandy Gobifo for say NIB don't undertake reform them for address challenge investor and business them where they don't face.
On a broader perspective, the one-stop shop they provide a wide range of services for investors. And inside they will look at what they do for protect minority investors, because now an obligation on we on side for make sure say when investors they can the one that we feel say then get disadvantaged because sometimes the people then look at and say, oh then and our foreign businesses, we will protect them, because we say Sierra Leone will be a favorable destination for investment, who will be seen acting in support of protecting those minority investors.
End up for assure both local and foreign investors say the process of harmonizing business registration and licensing will be transparent and efficient.
A lot of things in the way the NIB they do, we don't really create some assurance, some level of predictability in the way people need to do business in this country. I mean, in the first place, the fact that we get a huge number of DFIs and foreign direct investment into the country, we are going to mention a number of them, but also we get a good number of local businesses, local people, the way they actually do business. Would they make sure, say, the processes we involve or facilitate them is predictable? Would they remove, would they try to make sure, say, transparency in the processes? We also then make sure, say, some of the services you need from other government agencies, they're able to provide them, and we make sure say it happen, I mean, within a very, very short time. And also the costs, we also make sure say the one that they're providing services and they come clear on what will be the cost, so that before the person even they seek for the service and they already know say, now this and get for cost me.
For the morning show, Mina Sorisi say a report.
Welcome back. It is the second segment of the Epic Morning Show, and we will deal with a range of issues quickly. We will look at another story before we open the phone line. Usai, one UK-based member of the opposition All People's Congress, we name Adams Bangura, don't issue open letter to President Bio and appeal for the permanent return of former President Anes Baikoroma to Salon following the death of APC National Chairman Honorable Minkailu Mansare. This opposition member make mention of several things and said the appeal come at a critical moment for national healing and reconciliation, and also acknowledge, say, President Bio initial message of condolence regarding Minkailu Mansare in passing, urge other head of states them for step further by exercising presidential clemency for lift all standing restriction against the former president. Well, it make mention of this and several other things then, but in all of this, the summary of a message now for call on President Bio for, make Anes Baikoroma, when the former president, able for get a permanent return to the country because of the issues they face. Of course, we all know, say, the former president be in a court and they answer to questions them of some allegations of is it treason or whatnot, and later on a lawyer they may get for file a medical report, say in need medical and in need for travel out of the country, and since the former president travel out of the country, come again at the country, and this time around empathy gets a very big bearing, and they want to attend the bearing. So opposition members are calling on President Bio for, the permanent return of Ernest Bai Koroma, not only for the bearing, but for make his stay in the country. I will start with Toby on this quickly.
I watched the write-up from the Honorable. I just get, if not two or few things for just map out in the appeal way they make to the president. Yes, the APC is bereaved, then they all lost, and then was he acting? I think, let's say they lost the party chairman, and it's a big miss to the APC and to the family. May his departed soul rest in peace. But for me, I want to look at the independency of the justice sector. The then president, like you rightly mentioned, being the stand trial for allegation, I would say alleged issue, because the court's not proved anything whether he's guilty or not. I have to be careful in that direction. In lawyers, then we make a plea say then clients need for attend to medical issue, but we don't see several videos, pictures on social media involving the then president. He's living a good life in Nigeria. The former president, that was the then president. He's living a good life. I even see when Arsenal win the Champions League, he also is glass for all Arsenal supporters.
So you're trying to say it don't fit for return? For
by videos I've been seen, by video I've been seen, based on the videos, I think he's fit. I don't say he's fit for return, but he's fit, not so like how it was initially the plea was made by his legal representative. But aside of President Koroma, I would love to see any president who don't serve Salone in term down and still reside in a Salone. I would love to see that.
But Tijan Kaba, the late former president, and Tijan Kaba, live in a Salone after in tenure.
Yes, I said I want for the see that continue for the happen.
Okay.
But in the other hand, this issue that we allegedly, let's say, involved the then president, it is something again we'll take with high consideration. It is something again we'll treat with utmost respect, because every president once forgets the kind of a free will after we term done we don't serve Salone. And if you want that to happen, you should and need for be highly and very be careful of things you shouldn't involved in when you term done as president. I would love for see Ernest Bai Koroma, but don't get me wrong, if Ernest Koroma stepping foot back into this country, the day for the funeral, you see a large crowd that would distract even the funeral and pay more attention to Ernest Bai Koroma. I'll tell you
Why do you think so?
He's that kind of person. He's loved by Sierra Leoneans. He's loved by Sierra Leoneans. I've seen a couple of engagements then before. I would say for medical, I don't want to say he go for exile, but when he go to Nigeria, I've seen even to the videos where he make supporting Arsenal, plenty Sierra Leoneans share that thing there. It's not about the issue. I'll just make a quick example before Reginald come in. Like when one player died, Diego Jota, Ronaldo not able to attend the funeral. You not say Ronaldo not like Diego Jota. But according to Ronaldo, if he go the begging, the attention will shift to Ronaldo than the funeral itself. So I don't think Ernest Koroma, he would love to return back to Salone, but if he return for this funeral, the attention will definitely shift.
Yeah, Reginald.
Yes, thank you very much. I've seen it. In fact, yesterday the deputy chairman of the Sierra Leone People's Party, Robert Kondi Makagbo, was on, an online interview in a sister program. I also hear extending, plea to His Excellency the President for Tampa Mercy to his, the former president of the Republic of Sierra Leone, Ernest Bai Koroma. And he also asked that he did mention a lot of things. I think he talked in a very soft note that them and APC, in fact, they are not rival, they are not enemies. They don't show for APC program, APC don't the show, but in program they've been together. In fact, now they born APC. In terms of how the APC was formed. I listened to the chairman yesterday, Robert Kondima, and the sister program. I was like, yeah. I mean, that is the kind of message we want to see. Now, I don't want to, like we say, this matter is still in court. The matter not end yet. The president was out of the country. The former president, sorry, was out of the country based on a medical leave that he wanted to go get more medical attention out of the country. And the president, if I stand to be corrected, he has been out in the country for over a year and so now, where he don't come out salon and in Nigeria. I mean, he don't attend functions. The last time he attended one program in Ghana and all. And also, Marion, I think he is presently, democratic elected president. I stand to be corrected on that, but I think he's the only one that is still alive. Former president that is still alive in Sierra Leone. So it's like a blessing for Salon in disguise. For example, America gets over 6-7 presidents and we don't serve as presidents. We're still alive.
So for Pamparam?
No, I'm just saying. So the point where they make here is, it is not a blessing. It is not how for say. It's not common as Salon for make we pass presidents and live for long. It is not common. Based on which I don't say so. And nobody's above the law. Even President Julius Maada Bio is not above the law. He's the president of the Republic of Sierra Leone. Yes, we understand, so in a president, you know, they go to court and all. But let's see, maybe after his tenure will have been over, if he gets one or two things then for answer to the law, they take in cause. So nobody's above the law. That is not what I'm saying. Yeah, I am not saying the law should not try former president Anis Baikoma. Far from it. I am not saying the case that is on should not continue. I'm not saying that. In fact, I don't even get that power there. What I'm saying here is, I look at the thing then say for make it go come back, for make it attend the burying and all. I feel like even the judiciary has been very silent about the matter. They're not. He went out on leave indefinitely, on medical leave indefinitely. Since then, we know again what could have been the outcome of the matter. So, I mean, it is up with the president. In fact, the matter is we don't say the president get the prerogative of a mercy. He can pardon man to whatever he feel. He get the constitutional right and all. It is left with him. We have little or nothing to say in this. Not to really determine as to whether we will allow former President Nkrumah for come the burying or not. We don't have that power. So, His Excellency has been somebody that has been fighting for peace, and he don't commit himself to peace. He always only say he like peace. You know, one of the people that we fight for make this country get peace. And I think we'll see how things goes and all. We just want for continue just for sympathize with the APC for the loss of the chairman. Just like we see the main opposition and the ruling Sierra Leone People's Party don't do. They've been working side by side for ensure say this matter. As to whether President Nkrumah for calm or big for lay calm, it is not now we position for do that.
Okay, thank you. We'll pick calls now inside the show. 079-994-993 the number for call. I see one of the caller they blast with this morning say with the pick selected calls, but if you for realize say then other force in call show the phone in screen with a pick anyways. It's not deliberate, but if you know how the show don't they go and you don't study how for call for make the receive you call, you can able for call and we get you inside the show. So it's not deliberate, yeah. 079-994-993. While you wait for calls, make I ask you one simple question. If something happened to your property today, how fast you go able recover? Now this make you need German insurance. They know them for fast claims payment, so you can get back to business without any stress. Plus, the premiums very affordable and flexible, so it'll work for you. Call them on 088-220-137 or visit them at number 2 Adelaide Street and get insured today. German Insurance, them trustworthy and professional. And also, you want that coffee way they wake you up instantly. You do look for something smooth, aromatic, where you go enjoy anytime. You need energy for stay active all day. Our cafe, na the answer. A 100% pure, smooth and aromatic, and it keep you feeling fresh all day. Just add hot water and enjoy one bold cup where they fit perfectly into your busy lifestyle. Our cafe stay energetic, stay active all day. And this message they come out from Karel. It is the second segment of the Epic Morning Show, and we'd still wait for calls inside the show anyways. 079-994-993 now the number for call and make a contribution so far regarding the issues where we don't talk about. But, well, whilst we still wait for calls, the local commercial bank and Union Trust Bank saga is still going on, and we see the bank governor inside the government weekly press briefing make statements regarding the issue and explain to the public as to waiting go wrong and waiting lead to local commercial bank taking over Union Trust Bank, where it makes several claims of issues with financial issues in the Union Trust Bank. And of course we know say the owner of Union Trust Bank died a few months ago, and since he died we don't hear various controversies regarding the bank so far, and now finally local commercial bank don't take over the bank. But the concern we will command them from Union Trust Bank get now the issue of redundancy, and some again when they say then they put on probation all over again. People that work for more than 5, 10, 15 years, they go on probation again before they begin work, or they hire them under local commercial bank because them local don't take over Union Trust Bank, and they then get for lay some of the other staff them off again. Reginald, what do you think about this whole situation so far, and the bank governor in statement regarding the issue?
Well, I think the bank governor make a lengthy statement. I don't know if you get time really for look at the statement, but in summary, the bank governor say the bank no longer get the capacity for financially, they don't meet the regulatory mandate for operating as a loan. And he said this has been a concern for the past couple of months, where they don't raise to the bank, the ownership of the bank, that this now something I need for really work on. And I think the bank now needs onto them mandatory things, and so thereby then resolve for make them basically shut the bank down so that chaos no will come, and people he also say the bank not get the capacity presently. If all man go for go taking money, the bank not get the financial capacity for ensure say all man getting money. And also based on all of those risks and all, government have to come in and see how they can able for open a process for make a suitable ownership go come. We go able for restore them problem, and we go also make the welfare of the customers, and the one way they keep money in them banks, and they ensure say then deposit money then where they don't put in savings, and they're able to get access to them at any point in time. So it's a very deep something. I mean, this is a matter we must have gone to follow. I remember the last time we be part of the meeting of although we are asked out, the last meeting where they get, I think concern has been around the staff working for the bank. Some of them, they allege they want to lay them off, they want to give them benefit, and they ask them for go back to probation. There's a lot of concerns that have been coming up and all. But like I say, we're still waiting to see what could be the final outcome of this matter and see how far we can take them from that point.
Okay, we seem for the get issues with the phone line this morning. I'm not sure we go able for pick calls, but Tobias, we are wrapping up regarding this particular UTB and local commercial bank saga.
I listen with keen interest. Is a story where we are on the follow, and I not just once they just happen for be the same like the Seattle issue, because this also staff concern. Just imagine for somebody with a work in the banking sector for 10-15 years, if I go do probation, like somebody without experience, would I go recruit them? How will they be employed? So I think the bank governor, that's the only statement he definitely need to make. If a bank not reach the financial threshold for run, and people in the way on the bank with them banks, then the top business people, not in bank with them banks, then they, so it is almost clear for gets the appropriate option, and it's good that I think it's local commercial bank, or we don't come in.
Yes.
We don't come in for transform the bank again. But we also need to take this into consideration. If they are laying the staffs off, I think they should be paid for the service when they don't render to the bank. But we will continue, Marion, like for follow up this issue, because we just don't see some parts of few demonstrations, despite not the big one, from staff them we feel aggrieved that they were not properly treated, how they redundant them, they were not properly treated in the recruitment process again from local commercial bank. But again, it's something we need to pay with keen interest.
Thank you so much, Mohamed Tobikago and Reginald, for joining the show this morning. Thanks to everybody who make the show possible. DJ Wonder give you technical support inside the studio. Abubakar Bendu and Soyi Sise make on us live on Facebook and YouTube. The producers of the show are Fatma Talebi and Reginald Brian Ojukutu Soya, executive producer Teresa Thomas. We're so sorry we're not able to pick calls because they face some kind of technical issues this morning. Until tomorrow, we will go join you again for the final edition of the Epic Morning Show for this week. Marion Precious George say, do have a beautiful day and tata.